thoughts, views, and opinions expressed on this show are not to be presented as facts or an indicting nature to any party, viewing, or mention. We hope you're entertained. Thanks for watching.
And we are live with another episode of What's the Word Live. I said live twice, right? We back. I know y'all missed us last week, but we back. We had a few technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying? I'm Cody, here next to Bree specifics. You can say your whole name if you want to.
I don't like the way you paused after you said next to
I was about to say your government. Know how to stop.
Hey y'all.
In the stool, we got the homie Chris.
What's up, man? Both of y'all kind of blowing me. Y'all need to turn that energy up
That's
a little
him.
bit. Are we What's the Word After Dark or we What's the Word Live? Like, I'm confused.
No, after
Why you
dark.
yelling at me, yo? And we got nephew Chris in the building with these
Don't talk about my
Yeah,
nephew.
come on
Don't even
now.
start with him.
with his players boots on.
Tell me
fresh.
what you want.
He
Cody.
fresh.
Jodeci's.
Cody, stop it. You can't say that about nobody.
I will heat the
Them
boots.
tiny jeans.
Okay.
That's because I got big hamstrings.
Little
I work.
ankles.
Look,
I got
I'm
hamstrings.
gonna limit my.
Hey Chris,
Focus.
I will heat you today, tomorrow, next week.
Let's get right
and
into
next
it.
year. All it takes is you to get one joke. All you gotta do is one joke. And I don't. You see how I do her every
Green
day?
light.
Go ahead. You can go ahead.
Yeah. Shout
I
out.
think he's so funny.
Right. You think you be so?
So what? What am I? So what?
I ain't Morticia. I'm gonna leave you alone. A lot of people say you did like Morticia. in your
No,
outfit.
they did not.
What they say?
I look good.
Nah, they was down in my DM like,
There
yeah.
wasn't nobody in your DMs.
Shout out to
Nobody
Zach
in your
Wood. He
DMs.
had some jokes too.
Bet. I'm gonna catch him in the morning.
That's my guy. I like Zach. Anybody that crack jokes on Bree, cool with me. So how y'all feeling, man? Y'all, we back, episode 47. You know what I'm saying? We had an interesting week. You know what I'm saying? We did the kickoff with What's Funny with Lil Red. That was dope. So
That
Oh yeah, that
was.
was up.
our whole
Good
squad
job,
was in
team.
here.
Yeah,
You know
y'all
what I'm saying?
smacked that one. Y'all did y'all thing on that for
Go
sure.
check that
That
out.
jersey hard too, Noop. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Appreciate you, big dog.
You look nice, Chris.
I started to.
Thank you, Bree.
There you
I
go.
started to wear my Angel Reese shirt today. That's what's crazy.
You know the thing about backhanded compliments is like you're supposed to give a compliment and
He
just
don't
leave
know
it.
how.
It's like, yo, your jersey cool. You know, my outfit was gonna be player.
Yeah.
It's gonna be way better than that.
I wasn't saying
That's
it was
not how
gonna
you
be.
do that, dog.
And
That's
you
not how
just
that
had
works.
that shirt on. Like, wash it first.
Damn.
See, I see
Appreciate you,
it.
bro.
That's
Shout out
one.
to Angel. Shout out to
That's
you know what I'm
one.
saying? She had Polo G on the pod. We checked it out the other day.
It was cool.
It's gonna be fire when she come up here to talk to us one day, right?
She better come up here. Bring us up there.
I think the initial part of the conversation we was gonna wrap about us like I guess her podcast on Polo G being on there and Mount Rushmore Chicago artists, right? That's
Yeah.
Right.
we could. I mean, I feel like that topic's been lingering around for the longest. I guess we could start on that. Like, how do y'all feel about Polo G's Mount Rushmore?
I mean, I feel like we should really go with Chris first because he's more closer to like Polo G generation. Shout out to Polo G, but that wouldn't have been my Mount Rushmore. We talked about this for like a couple of weeks now. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a bad it wasn't a bad Mount Rushmore, and everybody's is their own personal thing, but it just wouldn't have been mine.
Oh, all right. Well, what's the issue with it? What you would have put on there? Or like, who you think shouldn't be?
I mean, how old is Polo? That's the point.
He what, 25?
Like 26, 25, something like that.
26?
Probably like same age as me.
Oh, Polo put himself on there, or she put Polo?
No,
on
he didn't put himself on. He said he still had more work to do.
Wait,
so he didn't think.
So he had
Juice WRLD.
Juice
WRLD.
WRLD, Kanye West, G Herbo, and Chief Keef. Chicago Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
I don't think that's for like my generation. That's not wrong. That's like damn near accurate because I don't know.
Kanye West, G.
Some people would put like Dirk on there, but I wouldn't even.
You wouldn't put Dirk on there?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Respectfully though, I don't think he as influential as Keith or Juice WRLD or Kanye or her.
I wouldn't put Juice on the Mount Rushmore.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't put Juice on there either.
That's crazy. Y'all put her on there though?
Yeah.
I would put.
Over Juice, yeah. I put
Over
her
Juice?
Yeah.
Really? I would put Juice over her.
Do you know Juice? Juice doesn't inspire his own generation of rappers. You know that.
I would put Juice WRLD over Herb just because to me I feel like Herb is like with Juice it was all about the music, and with Herb I think it's because Herb has such like an entertaining personality Yeah, you don't think so?
Like entertaining, like in what way?
Like Herb goes viral a lot because just like even back when he was with Ari, like a lot of people knew Herb before they became a fan of music. They knew him because he was going viral.
But you gonna bring up Ari? That's like way out.
But that's my point. Is that's how long he's been
like relevant,
entertaining outside of music. I feel like Juice was all about the music.
All right. So was he basing the Mount Rushmore? Or
no, I'm saying I will put Dirk on there over Herb. I would take Herb off.
Really?
Yeah.
When you say
yeah, man, damn.
This is the type of show that we got going.
Open the door.
This is the type of show we got going.
I got Key right here.
Who got the what's Cody fault?
All right, my bad. Party next door.
He talking about y'all laugh.
Shout out to LSD, man, homie self, man. Make sure y'all book y'all sessions. Make sure y'all book y'all sessions at LSD. Rappers.
For me, I feel like you said Juice is influential. I don't know anybody else that sound like Juice when you speak about influence. I feel like it's more people that were kind of like coming after Keith, coming after Herb, coming after Kanye, that kind of pulled from them from inspiration as opposed to pulling from Juice. Juice was inspirational, influential for sure. Mm-hmm. But not only that, but like I said, Polo 25 years old. So like his perspective, his Mount Rushmore is gonna be that. It's so many more artists from Chicago, so many more rappers that came before that generation. But I'm not gonna knock Polo. And him and Angel sat down and talked about it, and it was a real quick conversation. So I mean, shout out to Polo.
They really go in depth.
Yeah, shout out to Polo. Shout out to his.
I think for Polo it makes sense though.
Yeah, because
What you think, Cody?
Yeah, who would y'all put on there?
I wouldn't put Juice WRLD on there. I think if you're doing by being a generational thing, I think I get Polo's perspective. But if we start talking about just overall body of work, if we start talking about impact of the culture, are we just talking about the city? Or are we talking about globally? Like, are we talking about consistency? Like, what are we talking about?
Cody, answer the question.
Yeah,
Cody.
What are we talking about?
We talking about Polo perspective.
Right.
Do you think that it made sense?
He's talking about
right.
what's going on in the world. Well, if we talking about around the world, what artists from Chicago have that much influence besides Kanye and Keith?
Ye and Keith would be
they solidified.
Yeah, Keith would be like those top two, right? Mm-hmm. The third to me, if we're talking about Mount Rushmore, will have to be if you're talking about everything as an artist. Chance will have to be third, and then the fourth one to me would be a fight between Dirk and Herb. And the only reason why I put Chance as a third is because Chance, if we're talking about accolades musically, right? Chance has the classic projects, so he checked the boxes on music. Mm-hmm. When you're talking about impact on culture, Chance did that. He had his impact on culture, outstanding lasting culture. Right. When you start talking about the Chicago community, he has that. When you start talking about nationally and globally, he's a national global figure. You know what I mean? Like, he reached a level where you know Chance the Rapper. Like, that name rings the bells everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Juice WRLD did that. I don't think...
Well, let's give him some slack a little bit. Let's give him a little slack.
You don't think Juice did that?
He had plenty of worldwide recognition. I don't think... speaking from my generation, like, Juice is probably one of the most copied rappers.
But Juice copied
right now.
He copied his style.
But everybody get their style from somewhere, that's
so Juice WRLD ain't nothing.
But like Juice WRLD was I don't think nobody was making like you want to call like emo rap, but like nobody was making like that kind of music.
But he was the only black person doing it. But it was an emo rap. You know who the emo rapper before Juice WRLD was?
Who you gonna say Logic?
No, Post Malone.
Ooh, I got something about Post Malone. I don't really...
Polo is 25 years old. He gave us his list. It was a cool list.
I think, but the bigger conversation to me, with the Injuries podcast that I wanted to point out is that as a Chicago media outlet, and we are like us being from Chicago, don't y'all is it? I don't want to say slighted is the wrong word because I champion Injuries. But are y'all seeing that like, yo, she came basketball player, she's not from here, she get this platform, and like a lot of the interviews and a lot of the connects that a lot of media outlets in Chicago that they try to get or they want that they can't get, but this new podcast from this new young lady, she was able to get that right away.
Well, Ryan Therese is popping. I mean, she
capitalized.
It would make sense.
Off
her success.
When you hot, you gotta stay hot.
Exactly.
And she not finna play basketball no more, so she need
not no more. That's a lot.
But
she chilling right now.
She done for the season.
Right, she done for the season. She trying to not stay relevant, but it's something for her to do to keep her name out there.
That's the Angel Reese part. I'm talking about her being able to get these star-studded guests. I think
she's a star.
She's a star.
She's a star herself.
I get it.
Is it right?
Yeah,
I get it.
I mean,
as
a talent, as a journalist, well, I feel slighted, yeah, but also it's like at this point, being a journalist that started from like the intern to being like, okay, now I'm on the radio, now, you know, people hosting shows and things like that. It's like, that's just the world, that's just the way that digital media is right now. Right. If that's the case, I'm mad at Joe Budden. If that's the case, shit,
I'm mad at Joe Budden.
I'm mad at Nicki Minaj. I'm mad at Shannon Sharp. Like, y'all just pick up.
Why would you be mad at Joe?
Because it's like, okay, you get to have all this extra accolades because you came from another industry. Like, that's what you saying.
I think you can't put Joe in that category because Joe been building this podcast for like almost 10 to 15 years.
But he still started as a rapper. He didn't start as a podcaster.
Right, and then you get all
He actually was the first. Guests. He was like the pioneer.
He was the first person to do a fucking podcast.
He was one of the pioneers in hip-hop podcast.
I would still be mad.
Why would you be mad if he's the person that carved out the lane for everybody?
No, it's only. I think it's only because that you saying that she's a star and she's getting star guests on her platform.
Because it makes sense.
That makes sense.
It makes sense. Like, you can't be mad. That's today's world of podcasting and digital media.
I'm trying to think of somebody big, right? Like,
so I'm just saying, as somebody who's not star-studded, I would be mad if this wasn't today's society, but it's normal today. It's normal for somebody like Jada and Des. I don't think their podcast is good, but they got clout.
So a big part of that is the part that you just brought up is important because the folks that were popping when the podcast boom first happened during the pandemic, a lot of them is kind of like broken down cars you see on the highway. They started off hot, and then after a while they realized like, damn, this really is work. And this is really something I got to invest into. And 3 or 4 episodes in, they kind of over it. You see what happened with Spotify. They had the Obamas. They had Kim K. They had Meghan Markle and Prince Henry because they were hot. But they're not podders. They're not podcasters. And a lot of that money that got thrown their way as opposed to people that are knowledgeable, journalistic, into the podcast game, really into producing, that could give you content that's worthwhile in watching, they were having to scrap and grind for it. But the ones that were hot in the beginning, you don't see them around anymore because they realize there's more to it than that. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen with Angel Reese's show, but we all kind of had our critique or our perspective on how the show was going. And she young, bro. And
she just starting out.
Polo 25, Angel 22. She just got off the court. It's something to kind of keep her busy until, she's done from injury. And not for nothing, I don't think that the episodes that she put out were that bad, especially when you're getting the perspective of a 22-year-old
and it's only her
coming into her
episode.
own.
I feel like there's always room. There's still room for her to grow.
So let me putting the producer hat on. Do you think that as a basketball star, do you think she should have went the route of having a podcast talking more about sports and women's sports and like that route?
Have you watched the podcast?
So I'm gonna say this. What we are missing right now is an inside the WNBA. You know how we got inside the NBA? Mm-hmm. We don't necessarily have that avenue for the women's game. We just now getting into seeing it on national TV. Last year, a year and a half ago, you couldn't catch women's games on TV. You had to catch it on Facebook, Twitter, CBS, all over the place. You had to hunt for it.
That's true.
So now they're getting ready to turn into that. Personally, I don't bang with none of the athletes' podcasts that are still playing because none of them in my opinion, none of them provide a perspective that has substance. They all from a nuanced lens. When you watch like a KG and Paul Pierce show, I know we're gonna talk about Paul Pierce in a little while, but when you talk about some of the other athletes that are retired, especially inside the NBA, they can give you the perspective of, all right, this is something that's worthwhile listening to. These players that talk now, it's a lot of his narrative. If I get on PG's podcast or Pat Bell's podcast, and they talking from a place where I'm pissed I got traded, or I'm pissed I got cut and now I'm on this team, you're not going to get a real perspective. You're going to get something that's going to be like...
Politically correct.
Yeah. Because they still playing. They still got to protect their money. They still got to protect their brand.
I feel like these questions are Attack on Injuries podcast.
No, she fired. Angel's fired.
Have you watched the podcast? Have you watched it?
No.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I feel like. There you go.
But it's not a personal attack. It's just that I've seen some chatter, and I brought it to my co-host.
Like,
I think it's because she talks about basketball in the episodes.
Right, so
it's a little bit of everything. Like it's just not like this is an inside WNBA because she's probably the biggest women's basketball player that has a podcast right now. Like, no, she's still a girly girl. Like, she likes to talk about her relationship life. She likes to clear up the rumors that people have been having about her. It's really about like her story, but also they sprinkle in things that's going on in the WNBA as well. You should take the time out to watch it.
And she
I'm gonna check it out. Well, see, you attacking me.
I did not. I just told you.
Hold on.
Did
I cut you off? I'll let you rock, right? I'll let you rock, right?
We all in 5 for sure.
All right, I'll let you rock before we get to the next thing. No, I'm not attacking her or not saying something was wrong with her podcast. I'm just throwing it off there because the chatter I seen. I just want to get y'all perspective on it. Because my next part of the question was going to be, do y'all feel like this is a win for Chicago media in the whole, that now if you start looking at the lenses of everything that we got going on, because Chella just announced what she gonna be doing with Angela Yee, it's like it's a boom in the market right now.
That's what I was just finna say. Like, right before you brought that up, I was gonna say this is a win for Chicago, like because she got a podcast based out here, and now people have a reason to come out here and promote something. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Polo G stepping on the show, you got Lotto coming on the show with Mariah Scientist. Like, it's a good thing, and she's using some like local Chicago media people as well to like help direct the show. So I think it's a win.
Yeah,
and once like I say, it's gonna start a boom like just with the WNBA. She's gonna start a podcast, not a podcast, but like people gonna be more interested in the media out here.
You gonna watch it when Caitlin Clark come on the show?
Yo, yeah.
I'm gonna check this one out with Polo. I just haven't had the time to sit down and like review it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna check it out.
It's early too, bro. She only got 3 episodes. When you was 22 years old and you was starting the company, did you know what you was doing? Did you know everything that you were doing? Like, did you have the clear cut vision?
Fuck.
Or you was just trying? You was just trying stuff out and seeing what worked, right? He
also didn't have help either. She has a lot of help.
Yeah, that's true. Good combo.
Speaking of help. Speaking of sticking around, I want somebody to get their phone out, whoever's in the room, and I'm going to time you and see how long it takes for you to go on IG Live without it being a quote-unquote accident.
Oh, come on, man. I don't even, like, I've never been on Instagram Live in my life. I don't even know how to.
You sound like, bro, you sound like Shannon.
I've never been on that.
Look, boom.
I'm on live right now.
You live right now?
How long did it take you to get on?
What? How long?
Did you already have
10 seconds?
Did you already have the app up though?
No.
Okay. See, it's like you got the switch on your phone man. On the IG Live. You go right to it.
My thumb is like muscle memory.
For people at home watching, what we leading to, what Chris is leading us to, Shannon Sharp recently went IG Live and had a sex audio tape, and it's been getting
OnlyFans audio, basically.
OnlyFans audio. Beating it down. Hey, Michelle supposed to be. And
I ain't mad at it.
You know?
I ain't mad.
I'm glad you said that. We had this conversation the other day. So Shannon Sharp went live by accident. First he said he was hacked. Then he said one of the people on his team put it out there just to try to save face. Then they came out with merch after he talked with Ocho about it. Shout out to Ocho. He was in the city.
So let's stay right there, because I think that was the part that got everybody, the merch. How do you feel about the merch?
I feel like the whole situation was corny from the beginning of it. He said he accidentally got on. The fact that he tried to capitalize. Number one, he walked back his statement.
Mm-hmm.
Then after walking it back, they went on his show Nightcap and they
roasted him.
They talked about it. Yeah. They brought people in to roast him about it. And then they saw it as an opportunity to capitalize on it. We don't know how this woman feels about the situation. that's an intimate moment. Like as much as people like want to say like, I'm like that when I'm in the bedroom. I'm like that when it comes to dealing with the opposite sex or whatever sex you into. For somebody to make fun of it like that and then try to capitalize off of it on merch, I would never buy nothing like that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
but we talked about it too. Shirt. We talked about it the other day. It's very much like Jonathan Majors trying to find his quote unquote Coretta. Right? I don't know if the girl in the video's name is Michelle or if he was trying to say, oh, that's my Michelle, like Michelle Obama per se.
You wild.
Wait, what?
Like, I don't know.
We gonna pivot. We gonna pivot.
Whatever the case
we
may
going
be.
somewhere else.
Bree,
whatever the case may be.
As
a woman.
There's a woman on mic right now. Cause Chris wild.
Michelle.
Shannon Sharp is wild.
I don't think he was calling her. I don't think he was
Obama.
referencing that lady to Michelle Obama.
That's
I don't think so either. My point is the fact that
our first lady, G.
No, not at all.
I really want to hear your point. What's
my point is for someone to try to capitalize on the situation after they were already caught and felt like it was an embarrassing situation. At one point, we were trying to figure out whether Shannon Sharp was going to be fired from ESPN. That's
what I was saying. I wanted her to get her respect because I wanted.
Yeah. I just think that was corny all the way around, bro.
Yeah. Before we get to that part, I wanted as the woman.
I think am I just talking about as a woman? Is like a regular man would do it, or if I was Michelle?
Use Michelle.
If I was Michelle?
Yeah. Start with Michelle.
Michelle specific.
Then we'll start with
if
you
I was
Bree.
Michelle and I was in the video, you heard my IO in the video, I wouldn't. That's on brand for Shannon. Like, you got to know what type of nigga you messing with. I feel like he's a corny man.
He corny?
I think Shannon Sharp is very
He's very
corny.
extra.
Yeah, like it gives
extra.
off like a lot. So I wouldn't be mad if he dropped. As long as you give me your percentage, we cool. Like I need 50% of whatever shirt sales you have because y'all gotta remember it's people that really like die hard, like love the people that they watch on the internet. So I know he sold some merch.
He sold some.
I know it's some people that live in like Kalamazoo, Michigan that bought those t-shirts. And I just want some money off of it.
Which one with Kalamazoo? I got family in Kalamazoo. Shout out to the family.
That's insane.
Sorry,
y'all. Y'all got your family in.
Hey, what you owe with my people? So now, you finished?
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Give me a percentage. We cool.
No Bree about that money. So we're going to go back to Chris. Now, you spoke on the ESPN situation, right? Now, as a person that works in the industry, that works in that field specifically, you know what I mean, for years, we've seen incidents like this happen before. We've seen it with the Paul Pierce. We even seen domestic violence incidents happen before.
Yeah, right.
Do you feel like ESPN kind of like swept this under the rug and try to move past it? Or do you feel like they should have addressed it because they did the same thing to Paul Pierce? Like Paul Pierce was gone like the next day.
It's hard to say, bro. You know? I think it's about where the equity lies and what you feel is, from a business perspective, how big of a story was this? How damning of a situation was this for him? And it's hard to make that argument when you say, well, look at Paul Pierce's situation. Does he have a right to be upset about his departure from ESPN over something that might have been in the same vein, but not similar, right? In the same like sector, but not the same thing per se. It's hard to say. Like, if you asking me, like I would have maybe said, all right, he's suspended until we get an investigation or whatever the case may be.
Oh, because y'all heard some audio?
He was getting it in.
You just said it took you 10 seconds to get on IG Live. For somebody to say, I just threw my phone down, plus I've never been on IG Live before, plus I was hacked.
He's also older.
Wait. This
plus I was hacked, plus like it was all of that instead of just saying, until finally when they authenticated the audio, until he admitted to it, you already caught red-handed, but he did everything that he could to say, this is not what y'all think it is. And then he finally came on his platform and said, okay, I had to call ESPN, let them know this was coming, get PR kind of on the situation before he was able to talk about it. And then ended up laughing about it. It's just weird. How do you go from being 100% embarrassed about something to laughing about it in the same day? It wasn't time, though. It was the same day.
You got to laugh about that, though. That's
I agree. I agree. But his initial response was, bro, if your sex tape leak and you in his situation today.
So what if
how would you handle it? First of all, you would want it to be fire, right? You wouldn't want a weak sex tape to come out.
Nah,
so let Chris
definitely that's true. But no, if some shit got leaked to me, I'll laugh everything off though. I'll laugh everything off. So I'm gonna make a joke about it. Like if you've seen some shit with me come out, like crack some jokes with me because I'm not gonna like care about it too much. But I don't think he should be like that embarrassed about it. You know what I'm saying? Like we all adults. That's what happens. You
That's
do
how I
that.
feel. Everybody has sex.
And plus, like I know you said, it's hard to like get on IG Live like that, but my phone like you ever butt dial somebody before? Like out of nowhere, or like even when I was on Instagram before, like I think I called somebody on Instagram like out of nowhere. Somebody I didn't even know.
Right,
it's
nephew,
different from the Paul Pierce situation though, because Shannon said he accidentally hopped on live. Paul Pierce was going live on his day off.
Paul Pierce was
chilling.
wild.
So before I shift this conversation, Bree, I know you had something you had to say.
Oh, right now, I just feel like Chris said, I think that it could have happened accidentally. I think that he probably freaked out, but then once he realized it wasn't that big of a deal, it became like, ha ha, he, let's move on. Okay. I'm gonna put these shirts out.
I think all of this fake because he on Nightcap pushing pills and contraceptives and all of that. Like it's too coincidence. Like it's cool to capitalize, but my thing is like
it's definitely corny though.
It's corny.
He's a corny man.
He's 55.
Cody, if that happens to you, yeah, you gonna get your bag.
That's
man.
what people do.
If a company's like, hey man, go promote my thing, I'm gonna pay you $50K
right now.
I guess now, if that was to happen to me, I probably would be. I don't know if I'd be ashamed or something like happening like that.
Only way I'll be ashamed is if I lose my job. If I was to lose my job, then I'll be ashamed. But if I don't lose my job, it's cool.
Y'all wouldn't be mad if it was whack though?
I mean,
it wasn't nothing to be whack about. It was just sound.
It was audio.
You didn't see nothing.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
Okay.
But what I was gonna say is, as we're going down this rabbit hole with the ESPN thing, so we talked about sexual audio. We talked about
sexual audio.
We talked about women and drinking, and Paul Pierce is doing his thing and not getting fired and stuff like that. When you talk about the equity in the business, but does Paul Pierce have a? If I was Paul Pierce, I'd be pissed because y'all still behind Shannon Sharp. Cool, y'all just gave him like $22 million. I get it, right? It was like $22 million. Like he re-upped.
He re-upped. I don't know the full figure, but he just re-upped.
He re-upped. He re-upped for something nice. But Dana White from UFC
was on tape.
He was on tape beating his wife,
smacking her. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. And then nothing happened.
And
there was a lot of criticism behind Stephen A. Smith, who is close with Dana White. How Stephen A. Smith will go in on athletes for smoking weed and getting suspended, smoking weed and getting cut, domestic violence, whatever, what have you. And there was very little discussion about the Dana White situation on his platform, on either platform, for that matter. So, again, like I said, bro, it's a case-by-case basis. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. Like,
are we comparing the Dana situation to
all of them? Paul Pierce's situation, Shannon Sharp's, Dana White's.
Because I feel like it's all embarrassing moments within the brand and the company, and it's like, one person is like, y'all fired me for some stuff. I didn't even get suspended.
Right.
But these two entities, like Shannon was able to make a mockery out of it, and Dana White was still able to do business with.
Still promoting fights right now. He was promoting a fight over the weekend.
ESPN.
Doesn't he own UFC or am I?
Dana White owns UFC, but they have a partnership with ESPN.
Oh, okay.
So where they show fights on ESPN Plus exclusively. It's a case-by-case basis, bro.
That's how I feel. It's one of those.
Think about it like this. This is wrong to say, but Paul Pierce ain't bringing nobody like
it's a case
no bread. Like Paul Pierce ain't bringing no views in. They brought Shannon Sharp for a reason.
It's one of them things like if you valuable, we gon' protect you. You
know?
Gotta show your value.
UFC,
and we probably don't even know all there is to the story. It may have been some more going on behind the scenes that we don't know about.
You can't compare Simone's to a dude beating his wife now. Like,
you can't?
No. Simone's. It's OnlyFans. It's like South porn.
But when you say one should be kicked off,
Cody, you don't believe that.
I do think Dana White should have got kicked. The partnership should have ended right then and there. Once he was literally slapping the shit out of his wife.
Damn.
In front, and it wasn't even. It was on camera.
I thought you was saying
and then it was other people there.
They was in Vegas. It wasn't like it was
like a day party or something, right?
So he didn't get fired immediately.
Dana White was just on TV the other day, like talking about.
Well, yeah, they like him.
He was just on TV the other day saying that Terrence Crawford looked kind of like Kendrick Lamar, like making jokes.
He got fired.
No, they kept the partnership with UFC.
Well, no, they like him clearly, or he on some Diddy shit, got some tapes or something.
I know we're gonna get off into that.
Could blackmail you.
Yeah. I don't know. Earlier today, before we got on the show, continue with sports. Do we want to talk about the hands being thrown, or do we want to talk about the Bears over the weekend?
What hands?
What hands got
They
thrown?
didn't.
They pushed each other.
Man, come on, Bears. They ain't do nothing.
I like that for the W.
I thought I was gonna see Brittany get down. I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all looking for Ron Artest and all that. Nah, dog.
That's how they got. That's they coming. They gotta come home. It's been a good season. They gotta end it on a good note.
Ain't nothing finna happen, man.
I need to see some fans.
Bears went 0-1, or what they is 1-1.
They 1-1.
They was on Sunday night against Houston. Your picks didn't come through like you said. You was all in the camera last week talking about if you want to make some money.
Ooh.
Man, you
My picks for week 2.
Your picks for week 1, you ain't do week 2.
I did week 2 because we didn't have a show. I wrote it down.
How much you make?
How them do?
4 figures.
I didn't even bet.
How you make picks?
I wrote them down though. I got to go back and look. I wasn't even prepared to even see what I did this week.
Y'all, they put a side by side up of an old picture, an old video of Justin Fields and Caleb Williams on the bench. Both of them in agony, pissed. What's wrong with the Bears, man?
Let me ask you this. It ain't even about what's wrong with the Bears. Do you think, as Chicago fans, that we are too invested in our sports teams like that?
We too invested in this situation. It's way too fast. Because he came out hyped, super hyped. More so than even Justin Fields when we had him. He's a number 1 pick, Heisman Trophy winner, could have been back-to-back Heisman Trophy winners. Coming from USC, came in with all this money from NIL deals. I think he was one of the first. They got a big bag from Wendy's, I believe it was.
Yeah, he's already $10 million up at USC.
Yeah, so Hard Knocks, the whole 9. Like he came in with that rocket strapped to his back, and these first 2 games, it's all right, but it's also our fault because we too invested in success. That's what happens when you spend money before you get it, right?
It's our fault as fans or our fault as
the team is brand new. We just put it together. We got Keenan Allen. He injured. No shocker, right? We got a rookie wide receiver in Roma Dunze. He was great in college, but this is his first year. Everybody's making an adjustment. Y'all talked about Angel. We talking about brand new team. This is the first time that this coach has had an off, and the Bears are never really known for offense, right? We gotta chill. We gotta relax.
So why do we keep doing that? Because I mean, I'm not like a
thirsty.
diehard
We
football person, but I do know that y'all was gassing the hell out of Justin Fields, and he did terrible. And then y'all gassing the hell out of
terrible is a stretch.
He didn't live up to the expectations that y'all thought he would, and I feel like y'all did switch on him really fast. Caleb Williams, I feel like y'all waiting for that moment to switch, and y'all gotta stop doing that to these young boys.
You say y'all like you're not from Chicago.
I'm not. I've never been like, oh, Justin Fields suck. Get him up out of here. Like, I thought y'all got rid of him too soon, personally, but because y'all was hyping it up. I'm saying y'all as in like Chicago. I mean, I guess we. But I ain't never did it because I don't really know the ins and outs of football.
So as a Bears fan, it's tough because we have been thirsty for a quarterback for forever. Like, not just like the past 5-10 years, forever. And when you see Brett Favre for 15 years and then Aaron Rodgers for 15 years and all of these other quarterbacks in all these other cities doing well and winning Super Bowls, it's like, damn, when is it going to be us? When are we going to have our chance? So when we finally get the number 1 pick and we use it on a quarterback, when we had Mitch Trubisky and Justin Fields and all these other ones that we done paid money for, it's hard to not be thirsty for success. And that's our fault. We got to relax. Like, we got to chill. It's only week 2 of the season. It's a 18 game season.
It's a 17 game season, 18 weeks.
We got time. Like, it takes time for any team, any team built, any business to build chemistry and to get rolling. And I feel like it's going to happen. We just got to pump the brakes on our expectations.
Well, I'm praying that man don't crash out because of y'all expectations.
He's not thinking about us at all.
Chicago is a hard city to play in. It's like
I know he probably be trying to get some coffee and they.
Bro, he was playing in LA.
Like, why didn't you?
USC is technically a de facto pro football team out there in LA. He's not thinking about us.
USC football and Chicago Bears football in the city of Chicago is 2 different things.
I disagree.
Tell me why you disagree.
Because USC football, from a pedigree standpoint, is exponentially more successful than Chicago Bears football. Okay. When we talking about Hall of Famers, national championships, Associated Press number 1s, Heisman Trophy winners, USC has been in the limelight for forever. Everybody know Reggie Bush. Everybody knows Matt Leinart. They were going into LA clubs when some of the Lakers and the Clippers back in that time couldn't get into some of them clubs. Caleb Williams has been on billboards before he stepped foot in Chicago. Mm-hmm. He not thinking about us. He could have been drafted number 1 to anywhere and had the same attitude. He gonna come in and be him. So I respect him for that. I just need him to play better. That's it.
So to counter that argument that the Bears and USC is 2 different things, right? So the first thing I want to say is you just named players from back in the day when USC was at its height. USC hasn't been at its height in years, so USC football is not even looked at the same. So just like that, it got a legacy behind it. It's kind of like how people look at Notre Dame right now. It's like some legacy behind it, but it's not the same. Same thing with North Carolina with basketball.
That's a fair point.
It's not the same. So I get that. So the Bears is $1 billion franchise, right? Probably one of the oldest franchises in the NFL. Probably one of the most lucrative franchises in the NFL. They sell out every year, no matter if we trash or what we got going on. You're playing in the 3rd largest market in the United States, right?
What's the second? What's number 2?
Number 2 is LA.
Right.
It's LA, but it's not a professional team. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the Chicago Bears. Like, Chicago Bears fans are everywhere. If there's one thing about Chicago fans, if you go to any city, one thing you're going to see Bears fans, Bulls fans, you're going to see Cubs fans.
We just saw mad Bears fans in Houston.
Right. Bears travel. People was telling me that the day parties in Houston that weekend, all the clubs in Houston, it was more Chicago people than it was like Houston people. And it was the fact that it's a lot of Chicago people that stayed in Houston already. Right. So I think the pressure of playing in Chicago is way bigger than playing at USC. I think the pressure in playing in Chicago is bigger than playing in any professional team in LA outside the Lakers. Like, playing for the Bulls is a way bigger pressure than playing for the Rams or some shit. Playing for the Bears is a way bigger playing for the Rams. The Lakers is different. Lakers is probably top 3 franchises of all time. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to winning success. So that pressure playing the Lakers jersey is different. So Caleb got a lot of shit on his shoulders coming to Chicago, right? And going back to Bree's point, I don't feel like we should give up on him too quick, but I do see a lot of people just pumping the brake on this situation.
Yeah, we gotta relax.
Yeah.
We gotta relax. We all going to a game this season, right?
Hell no, them tickets
you got the tickets?
I ain't never
Yeah,
been to
man,
a
I got
football
the
game.
tickets.
Okay.
We're gonna get it situated.
I'll be there. First down.
No. So what else we gonna go to? Talking about first down. You don't know shit of it.
I do know something about
So
basketball.
let me ask you this. Last time we had that conversation, you was talking about, did you text your man on Sunday during the game? Did he answer?
She knew better than that.
Did he answer? Did he answer?
She knew better than that.
I didn't text the man that's supposed to be my man, but
Did you have that conversation?
I got invited by another man to go to brunch and watch the game.
You can't brunch and watch the game at the same time.
That's a
What
lot of
is happening?
activity.
That's
no.
not time to fly. I ain't gonna lie.
You know people watch this broadcast, right?
Brunch and
That's
watching
fine.
football.
That's
Some brunch
crazy.
and football.
So are you a football fan?
No.
With a football jersey on. Crazy.
It's a Rough Riders.
All right, so for I'm a football, basketball guy. What about you?
I have been to brunch and watched
All
the
right,
game.
so
before.
I'm asking this question. Do you allow the lady in your life that you're dating, like, communicate what you're doing on Sundays? Like when football's going on? Or do she know, like, oh, this, that, if she's not a football fan herself, do you let her know, like, this little time right here, I need it for me?
We have a conversation. Allow is out of here, out of the stratosphere. We have a conversation about what my needs are on Sundays.
Okay.
And Thursdays.
and Monday night. And Monday night. Sometimes Saturday.
You might as well take a break.
You feel me? I mean,
that's crazy.
I mean, football is Americana, bro. Like, you just got to understand it.
I would watch the game with my man.
You can't.
Because you're going to be asking
You
questions.
can't.
I wouldn't even ask questions. I just want to be in your presence.
You don't be in your presence?
This is
why
not
you want to
that.
watch the game by yourself?
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
I'll just be there. I'll be on my iPad.
No,
Watching baddies with
no. Y'all got the game all wrong. Listen,
Why can't I just be there?
y'all know how y'all be tired of us, like, being on y'all at certain points? Y'all be like, damn, ain't the Bears playing or something? Like, move, go find something to do. That's kind of how we feel. With fantasy football,
you can't be alone if you my man.
With
you
the,
can't be
the
alone?
sports book culture that's in our society now, like, it's a lot. And just the fandom in general. If you was born in a Bears household or Bulls household, right? Growing up in the 90s, growing up in the 2000s, watching the success, like, it's in your blood. So if the Bears is on and we playing the Packers We playing the Cowboys.
If she was raised in a Bears household,
she would know better.
She would get it.
She would know better. I ain't gonna suggest what you should be doing.
Y'all can't kick it. She makes snacks and y'all sit there. She pour your beer and stuff. Like y'all can't just kick it. Why y'all so anti-girlfriend?
How would you pour
when it comes?
You out of all that, you got anti-girlfriend.
Y'all don't want no girlfriend.
We just said we trying to enjoy the game.
We trying to help y'all enjoy it better.
Yeah, you didn't leave that you finna pour us drinks and buy snacks and cook.
I just said that though.
If you led with that, cool.
If we cooking and stuff, y'all go.
Just when the game come on, just sit over there.
I
was at my people's.
Y'all need to go.
They son, he plays football, plays Pop Warner on Saturday, and the mother is a cheerleading coach. She is doing all of the socializing, talking to people in the bleachers. Her son just caught a 75-yard touchdown, and she didn't even see it because she back here talking to everybody else. That's what I'm talking about. Like we're focused on.
That ain't got nothing to do with me making snacks and you drinking your little Modelo's and we watching the game.
I got another layer to this, right?
Right.
So Chris just said, "Yo, we going to a game." So date night, right? You take not even a date night. If you got tickets to a game.
This is my bag right here. Come on.
Would you take a girl to a game? Because as a guy,
don't take me to no game.
As a guy, we just like to be in the atmosphere.
For sure.
So if we get tickets, somebody give us some tickets. If they 300 level, 200 level, 100 level, we going and we finna have a good time.
For sure.
Would you take a girl to the game if you got like 200 or 300 level? In football cases, some stadiums you might have a 400 level, like the Cowboys in Jerry World.
Yeah, when it's
Can't breathe.
So I've done it. I'm not at that level no more.
You big dog.
We all are up. We all are successful. But back in the day,
IRS watching.
Back in the day, I have done 300 levels because that's all I could get. Right? I don't know the game for real, but it still was a good time, right? Mm-hmm. And you can parlay that into something else. Nowadays, like, if I can get as close to the court as possible, that's where we sitting at. And it's amazing to kind of see if that's not their bag, if they never been to games like that, the look on a woman's face when you go, oh, we supposed to, or a concert. If you go, oh, well, they typically think we're going this way, and then we start going down, they go, oh. Well, okay, maybe I want to go to the concession stand. No, they bring the drinks to us down here.
I ain't been that close.
Let's stay on sports games.
But it's all cool.
Concerts are different. You gotta have a good seat.
No, but when you sit on the thing, they bring the drinks to you. Yeah.
Where?
So
on the floor.
So for Chris, I'm the young boy in the room.
What's up?
You don't watch sports, right?
I watch basketball.
So you going to a basketball game?
How you gonna watch basketball? With your pops?
With your girl? You knowing your girl,
right?
How would she react if y'all got 300 level seats?
She don't care. She don't watch sports.
So she just want to be there.
We actually did one time. My homie, he hooked me and my girl up, or me up with some tickets, and we went to 300 level. We only stayed for like half the game because like they Bulls was trash, and then we left.
Okay.
I hooked our homie up.
My first Bulls game, I was in 300. Dog. I was about to die, child.
Me too.
I was in 300, but he told me, he was like, look, he was like, I take us in 300. He said, but my homegirl, she worked on the floor. And during halftime, she gonna break us down. I gave that man till halftime. I swear to God, y'all was gonna go to the bathroom and leave, call an Uber. Damn. Sure enough,
Bree don't do 300s.
He was like, no, my chest was kind of up there. Like, my respiratory, my bronchitis was kicking in. Can't breathe up there. The seats is low. You lean up a little bit, you be like, God damn. Like,
right, true.
Finna risk it all.
I hooked my homie Ronnie up. You know Ronnie. Yeah. I hooked him up with some tickets to a Bulls game that we had on TV once. 200 level, but they was high 200 level. Come to find out, he was taking this girl on a date. I was like, I got 2 tickets for you, pull up. This is his wife now. The mother of his child now. And I didn't even know. And he told me, bro, that was our first date.
Really?
Yeah.
And 200 levels on the Bulls game.
Fire.
Damn.
That's nice.
That's nice. Sure. You a matchmaker. Look at you.
So, but to your point, when you say like
Cupid with a K. Look at you, Noob.
When you say 200, 300, sometimes it don't even matter. Like the vibe is there. The energy is there. If you go to a game and it's a good team and you got a good DJ, like it's just a perfect storm. So I've always done well when it comes to using a game as an outing or an activity. I don't necessarily call it a date because we did other things after that.
Yeah, you got to do every other thing.
But I've always done well when it came to that. Now, if it's a close game, and I've been in an activity with a young lady where it was a close game and they went into overtime. I don't want to hear nothing. Don't ask me no questions. Don't ask me who's playing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Don't ask me for no picture. None of that. Don't ask to share my food. Yo, I'm here with it. Like, for real. I'm here with it.
So what you say that dynamic is that and I guess it depends on the woman because you was going for the date, right? You just want to go into the date for the
date.
Yeah.
Too. That was first date?
That wasn't our first date.
You was going for the date for the vibes because like most women want to go for the look, like you said.
And I enjoy.
They want to take the picture.
Them.
They either want to be in a box or they want to be close to the court because they want to make it look like something.
Mm-hmm.
We are there because we like the energy in the room. We like the festivities. You like liking the game. Like I'm in the building, so I know whatever's going to happen is going to be.
Before working in sports, when I didn't get tickets, I got a pass where I don't have a seat. I'm just walking the mezzanine in the building, kind of around because I want to be in it. I want to be around. I want to be around the energy. So yeah, I get you.
So I guess it's like I just be wanting to know, like, because I know sometimes women will look at you different if you don't get them a good seat at the sports game.
No, the young lady got on Instagram and was going in on dog because he had got them 300 level seats to the game, right?
Not necessarily. I think it just depends on the expectation of that certain man. Like, the fact that he told me, like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to be sitting in 300, but then we're going to move down. It was like, all right, cool, I could rock with this. And I actually enjoyed him. If it was like our first date, I probably would have been like, yeah, dude tripping.
Is it the type of man that he is or the type of woman that you are? Because he had to preference the situation by coming to you with that situation. Like, oh, well,
but
just
also,
to let you know, FYI. Because he probably knew what type of
person you were.
Type of person you were. Like, I don't do 300.
I went on a double date to a White Sox game. I didn't ask where the seats was at.
Sit wherever at a White Sox game. It don't matter.
You can sit wherever you want to.
Not too much on the White Sox.
But the seats wasn't bad seats. But I actually enjoyed the White Sox game because it's not rowdy all the time. So you can still like sit and talk and like get to another person that you with and still watch the game. Like, Bulls games is like, no, once the game start getting good, don't talk to that nigga. Like, don't say nothing to him. Y'all up there kicking the air. Y'all done made other friends. Y'all ain't even talking to me no more. Why am I here?
We probably doing some parlays, live bets while we sitting in the seat nowadays.
Oh, y'all don't pay attention. When it comes to parlays, y'all don't care what else is like. The United Center could be caving in. Y'all don't care. You gotta get your parlay off.
If you close enough to the players, you talking to, hey, bro, I need 2 more rebounds.
Y'all
what we on?
So
what we doing?
At the players.
What we on?
You cost me some money, man. Bree, I could have came up on on like a good $12K. But Joel Embiid, I think he made a statement. He was supposed to be MVP.
What you say? You don't even watch basketball?
I said I watch basketball.
He said he watched basketball.
You do watch basketball.
I only watch basketball.
Got you.
Basketball, that's it. Everything else I don't watch. You almost got jumped at a Cubs game.
Why?
I was like 12 because I had a Cardinals jacket on.
Why would you do that?
Who
took you there?
My uncle took me there. It's cold. It's cold outside. I ain't care about
that. Was the only jacket you had on?
That's the only baseball jacket I had. I think some like older white dude. He's like, take that fucking jacket off. Damn.
That's crazy. Oh
yeah,
man.
Go ahead.
Before we get to that's crazy. I don't know why would they do that to you. They do that to you. But before we continue this show, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in 35 seconds.
Yeah. It's going down. It's going down. Shot town, let's go. Whether it's snow on the ground or super sunny, you know we all on the grind to get some money. We outside tonight, no looking bummy. It's a vibe, alright. And what's funny, I'm saying, shot town. Yeah, throw your hands in the air. Shot town. Yo, come on. Hey Joe, this for the ladies that's cute in 2 sections. Grown and sexy enough, but 2-stepping. A few questions, y'all, like who's next then? Knowledge and real. Yeah. It's going down. It's going down. Shot town, let's go. Whether it's snow on the ground or super sunny, you know we all on the grind to get some money. We outside tonight, no looking bummy. It's a vibe, alright. And what's funny, I'm saying, shot town. Yeah, throw your hands in the air. Shot town. Yo, come on. Hey Joe, this for the ladies that's cute in 2 sections. Grown and sexy enough for 2-stepping. A few questions, y'all, like who's next?
We back from commercial break. Thanks for everybody that's still tuning in to Live. What's for Live, episode 47. I'm Cody, that's Bree. Jay is in the studio with us right now. Shout out to Jay. And on the screen right now, y'all can see. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets to the What's Funny Comedy Festival here in Chicago. You know, scan that QR code right now and get your tickets. They 2 for 2. They know they sold out today too at Bar 10 Doors.
Oh, for real?
Hey. Yeah, they sold out yesterday.
I got my slot at Bar 10 tonight.
I don't got mine. That's crazy. But yeah, they sold out. They sold out both dates. So they sold out 2 for 2. We're gonna make sure Thursday, tomorrow's with Jess Niece at Promontory. So make sure y'all get y'all tickets for that. We had an amazing interview with Lil Real on Monday. That was pretty cool. So make sure y'all check out that live stream on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook feed.
Did you tell them to scan the QR code?
I did, but they can scan it again. For y'all that just tuned in, make sure y'all scan that QR code on the screen to get y'all tickets to the What's Funny Comedy Festival. All right.
Y'all be getting chills? Like, your body be like, ooh. Ooh. Do that happen to y'all? That just happened to me.
I think it happened to you.
How what?
Chills. You be like, ooh.
Yeah.
And, okay. And also, if y'all want to win some tickets, you know what I'm saying? For y'all been watching, we're going to do this right now because y'all been watching at home for a minute. We going to have the winning word for this week is real. So scan that QR code as well. It's going to take you straight to what'stheword.tv. So you put that word in, put all the information in, and we will pick a winner to win passes to the West Comedy Festival for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So into right now.
Triple whammy.
Into right now. We hooking y'all up. Yeah.
That was your excited voice.
I don't know. You know, I'm really excited because the homie, I see homie in the back office right now.
Huh?
Fat money.
Yeah, I see bro in the background. I'm ready to chop it over, bro. I just gotta make sure he get on screen. He probably ain't come on until another 2 minutes. But we got Jay. Jay, what it do?
What's up?
How you feeling?
I'm good. How y'all?
Where your energy at?
Huh? I got energy.
We finna talk about your people. You better have that energy, girl.
See, look at that.
Hey.
Y'all call HR because we not finna do that today.
We gotta talk about your people.
What you mean, your people?
Right.
You
what
not
you mean,
Mexican?
her people?
You not Mexican?
I'm part Mexican.
What part you is that's Mexican?
That's HR.
What?
That's HR right there.
What part you is?
What you mean? What part?
Yeah, that don't even
like
make
the
sense.
percentage?
Yeah.
Or you mean like it's her arm Mexican, her leg is Puerto Rican? Like, what are you trying to say?
How can her arm and be Mexican?
That's how you said it. What part of you is Mexican?
Yeah, that was kind of like you said. You're supposed to say percentage.
Do you know your percentage?
No.
You should find out.
Wait. So
you ain't never
you
did
Mexican
23andMe?
Puerto Rican.
You used to do 23andMe.
You should do one too.
I did.
How
I'm Dominican. I'm Irish.
You are not.
And I'm Ghanaian.
Not.
How you gonna tell me?
You what? What's the last one?
Ghanaian. Yeah. Ha. You thought I couldn't say it. Nah.
Congratulations.
That's why your baby head sticking up on side.
He actually talking. He's enunciating his words today.
Spell enunciate.
Why you coming for her? She trying to help you out.
Damn, yeah.
Right.
Enunciate. There you go.
Chill out.
You always got. He always got to pick on me. It's okay because he got that mega hot hat on today. I see where the tension is coming from today. Like
mega hat is
crazy. The megas they don't.
The
they don't like my people.
Well, apparently they do like your people because Trump has got all the Hispanic people endorsing him on this go around.
Trump is paying them money and they taking it.
How much he paying?
I don't know. Like I would really like to know that.
I just wanted to ask the question.
So according to X, they was saying how I guess like they went down a list of like artists that are in like some type of tax trouble, and I think that's how he's. Is
those artists on that list in tax trouble?
I don't know. But I'm just saying that
so you just throwing out rumors.
I said it.
Why are you coming for everybody today?
I ain't coming out rumors.
Why don't you Google it?
That's
Find
what
out for us.
Jeremy, we gonna let you pick the first topic we talk
about.
You got a whole laptop. You supposed to be fact checking.
Ooh wee.
I mean, Trump Trump almost got shot.
Trump
That
almost
did not
got
happen.
shot. It's crazy.
He almost got shot.
That did not happen.
What
video?
What you mean? What a video?
What's the video of him almost getting shot?
Diddy was arrested, and there's no video of him being arrested.
But we know that he ain't out walking the streets. We know that for sure. Trump ain't get shot at.
No, it was shots fired in his area.
Ain't nobody fired near him.
Trump, it won so badly.
We just talking about Trump. Like, what we gonna do? What we talking about?
You got the mega hat on. You tell us.
So what we got to tell you? I'm waiting on if Fat Money finna join us, or we gonna go
2:30.
I thought it was Deuce.
No.
Oh shit, my bad.
Get your producer hat on.
It's okay. He's really excited. He's just really excited to talk to Fat Money, and that's we.
No, I gotta follow because he probably got one of the hardest albums I've been listening to right now.
Yeah, see, he's very excited, and that's fine.
All right, so we can talk about these Mexicans in a little bit, just beating up dude. Let's go.
Wow, that's how.
Yo,
what is going on today?
Still, I just want you to see that it's not me.
Crazy, man.
Well, let's talk about it.
So, okay, let's talk about it. So we just gonna get into
Mexican Independence Day.
All right, no, we not finna so see, that's what we not finna do is intertwine those.
So tell us why.
Let's talk about
calm it down, Jay. So tell us why we're not going to intertwine.
You're not supposed to tell women to calm it down.
Right, don't do that because I'm Hispanic.
No fiery.
Can we scale it back and you tell us why we're not going to intertwine it? Because you have an interesting point on why you don't want to intertwine it.
Because I feel like one in general, I just feel like the amount of comments I seen this week about Mexican Independence Day being like just so many negative comments about it. And I get it. It was maybe what's the word I'm looking for? Like it interfered with certain people. But y'all know we do this every year.
That's what I was gonna say. Y'all do it every year.
One day out the year.
It's 3 days. It was 3 days.
Whatever. 3 days, 1 day, it don't even matter. Because at the end of the day, it's one time out the year that this happens. And just the comments that I seen, even the young lady that was like, go back to your country first and foremost. Native Americans, which are just weird native. This was our land first. So, like, we'll start there.
Oh, shit.
So,
clip this
with
up.
With that.
You love racist conversations like yo.
She said that with her chest. Come on.
I did because I didn't appreciate that though. At the end of the day, you know, feel how you feel, but you cannot. First of all, America was founded like nobody from America is from America unless you're native. Let's start there.
Okay.
Let's start there.
So this whole connotation of, and then I seen something even on TikTok the other day that was like the dude was screaming. It was a restaurant in DC. The dude was screaming at the Dominican dude because he didn't know English, and he's like, "Learn your language. Learn the language. Learn the language." America don't have an official language. Let's start there. So then it's just a lot of things that I'm seeing towards Hispanic people in general that I'm just like.
And this the month.
This is our month too.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
Even with that, I'm just like, you know,
But on the Mexican Independence Day in Chicago, you know, give people background stories. For our followers and viewers that's not from Chicago, they go a little crazy.
Because I'm like, what you need?
It's the fact that they both looking at me.
No, because like, what's the background story? It's Mexican Independence Day.
No, they don't know about like how they be outside and flags and holding up trash. They don't know that. They don't do that everywhere though.
Oh, that's true.
They don't do that everywhere.
That's probably a Chicago thing.
Yeah, that's a Chicago thing. So yeah, like they was out with the flags. They was out like the traffic was like literally I couldn't get off to get to my crib. I had to go all the way to Harlem on the 290 to get off to come to the crib.
Damn.
Like it was crazy. Like how that was going on. So the backlash a lot of people been getting from is like I've been seeing people saying like, yo, if this was Juneteenth, we wouldn't be able to be downtown and be in the middle of the street. You got people twerking on cars. I seen dudes and them walking on CTA buses, twirling their flags like the dude, like the Bucket Boy dudes with the guns. They was doing that with the flags. Like it was crazy. And I think that kind of started just like a lot of mixed feelings. I know you was mentioning some things like you don't like how people were coming at the Mexican community about that. So I just wanted to give you the floor for that. And actually, before I give you the floor, I just want to open it up to Bree and Chris. How do you guys, as Black Americans in Chicago, how do you guys feel about Mexican Independence Day?
I think
in the celebrations that they had.
Go get his ass in trouble.
I see. Man.
Well,
As a black American in Chicago, Bree, how do you feel?
Give us the black perspective.
you want me to give my black ass perspective on Mexican Independence Weekend in Chicago?
It affected you, right?
It affected my route, yeah. But other than that, I'm used to it. Like, I went to school up north, so like I'm more cultured. I'm cultured, so like I'm used to this. I know what y'all do.
I was exposed.
We have our own. We got our mud. Y'all got y'all mud. Y'all go crazy. I do see a lot of comments, especially over the past couple years. I've seen a lot of comments like, "Oh, if that was us in February, we would have got arrested and da 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 da." But I feel like if there wasn't, as long as there's no violence involved, go crazy. Like. Yeah. Celebrate your people. Celebrate each other. Like,
same. I feel the same way.
He was out there too. That's why.
Nah, I wasn't out there. I wasn't out there. I was gonna be out there though, but I ain't have no chance. Like, I was working all weekend. But yeah, I think back to what Bree and Jay been saying. Like, it's been a lot of like racist comments, like especially on our page, about people talking about Hispanics or Mexicans and Venezuelans and people mixing up the people like old girl. She's talking about some of y'all not even from here.
It was a lot of people that thought it was like the migrants,
Venezuelan. Like y'all just
people thought this was migrant behavior.
People thought it was Venezuelan.
People thought that it was the Venezuelans taking part in it too.
Stupid.
Which I don't know. Maybe they was like,
but I also feel like if that was the case, it still don't. Change. Like it's the same thing. Yeah, like regardless, it's the same attitude.
You should, like you say, I seen Tavi make a comment, and she was like, "I think everybody should be proud of their country or their race.
Love that, Tavi.
No matter where you from, you should show like your pride in it. Like for us, if we organize something around Juneteenth and be like, yeah, let's go out in the streets of Chicago.
We be beefing too much. We got too many gangs. All the gangs ain't gonna come out. We can't drive down King Drive.
That's true.
Like that. And just kick it all night.
That's because
unfortunately,
that's not a, like I said, it's not a citywide issue. It's not a race. It's like it's our
problem. We
problem.
Out west, out west, we alone. We kick it. We don't go in the house.
It's a black issue. That's not like a race versus race thing. Like we can't kick it with each other because we be beefing with each other.
I would love to see that though. Right. Like next Juneteenth to be hot outside. Like I would love to see.
I don't want to see that.
But we've done. Even the block party.
Though, why don't you want to see that though?
That's
because of the expectations.
Y'all got be like. I be jealous. I ain't gonna. I be jealous. Like they be kicking it on the highway.
But here's the thing: is that happens. Like all of what that stuff happens. A few years ago, that like it's you run into the gangs, like the Mexican culture and gangs. Like that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah. But let's not get it twisted and say that stuff doesn't happen during this time, because it does. When you run into somebody in the opposite gang, or there was a young man who he got killed. They were celebrating Mexican Independence Day, and he got killed. They were in the parking lot. They asked him what he was. He said, "I'm in Mexican terms. I don't know if y'all know what this means, but
you ain't gotta say it.
He said, I'm a neutron, which means like I'm nothing.
Ain't nobody know what neutron means.
Well, I don't know shit.
You said it's Mexican culture. You think you finna speak Spanish?
I ain't never heard nobody say that.
Really?
Of Mexicans, yeah. I've never heard that. But anyways, what's it called? He said he's like, I'm, whatever. Right. They shot and killed him. They shot him in the head and killed him. Anyways. And so this is not, like I said, that yes, y'all see like downtown, maybe there's no ruckus downtown, but stuff happens. Just like with any community, it happens.
And another thing about that too, people saying like if this was us, they would have been shutting off. They shut off the streets. Like they don't, the police don't really want that there, but they like allow it for a little while, and they start kicking everybody out.
Cause that first Juneteenth we had when they killed George Floyd, that shit was busting.
Yeah, we was outside.
Yeah, like people was
that's when we had that block party.
Yeah, that shit was busting.
We had 2,000 people outside.
See, we faked then. That's all.
No, we just don't.
I fake celebrating. I ain't talking about us, but it's about black people.
I wouldn't say with us. Like I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I don't think that's our bag though. Like I don't think black people bag is to be like out dancing on buses
driving
and driving on down the street. Like if we gonna celebrate like our independence or our culture, we just need the grill and the DJ.
I was gonna say we gonna have like family reunions because I feel like that's been the last few Juneteenths. It's just been a lot of like grilling. You go to Woodlawn, they grilling. They got chairs outside. We having musical performances, like all your local acts.
We doing our drinking our 2 steps. Like,
we gonna step.
We trying to chill. We ain't trying like I know Black Chicagoans
on Juneteenth.
Yeah,
I think honestly because we I ain't gonna lie. I feel like we just been celebrating Juneteenth like in the past few years, like.
But that's how we celebrate everything. We chill, calm people.
But no,
bro.
like I'm talking about like as far as like making it like a comparison between
make it a thing, like
making it a thing
to Mexican.
How they be out, they've been doing that for years. Like we just been starting, like we just started celebrating.
And we in agreement that we just celebrate different.
Yeah,
celebrate different.
I don't agree with I don't agree with people comparing it to. I think that's corny.
That's what I was gonna ask.
That's
like,
corny.
where do y'all feel like the comparison comes from? Because what is that about in general? Like, because I feel like if I'm looking at it from a perspective of like my culture, whether it's the Puerto Rican Day Parade, where people go out, they do the same thing.
They be lit though.
It's not, and Mexican.
It comes from Selma.
They be at the Puerto Rican Parade.
So
too.
Here's the thing. The thing that I'm asking is that when we do
couldn't
it, we're
march.
not looking at what is done on Juneteenth and comparing it to. We just doing what we're doing. So where is the I guess my question is why is the comparison happening?
Because it just comes from a history of civil rights where Black people were organizing marches to bring unity and bring equality, because that's all we was asking for, and they got ripped to shreds by dogs. They got sprayed with mag water hoses and things like that. So it's like when history just keep repeating itself, it's like, no, we're not gonna turn up the way y'all turn up, because hasn't come.
The comparison of, because the comments it's showing in the comments how people feel. So I guess my question is, from y'all perspective, what is the reason for that?
Our history.
I think it's just.
You think the
because I feel like Mexicans have gone through that same thing. Like maybe not necessarily here, but history wise, like we have very similar histories in certain things.
I think people like to complain.
Yeah, that's really just
not to cut you off.
I think people like to complain too, but also I also feel like when a group of African Americans was to do something like that, it would be a little bit more forceful. Not to say somebody would actually get hurt, but like I feel like the police might be on a little bit more of a protective side. I mean, opposed to just like, let me just stop traffic and make sure everybody good.
They do it for but they do it. But to your point, when the shorties be doing that, what they call it, I forgot what they call it. When they all get together,
downtown.
When it be a bunch of the shorties,
like the kids.
Yeah,
like yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I forget what they call it. But
it's like a teenager thing.
When they start putting in the curfews and stuff.
Yeah, and they all get together. They be real. The police should be real aggressive with the kids.
They should be. I'm gonna say they should be, only because every year they do stuff like that. The kids is going around like breaking shit. Like they're going around stomping on cars, fighting people. They randomly like running up on people like this. They not just kicking it downtown. They causing a ruckus.
But I also feel like we as human beings feed off of energy, right? And so if you're coming with that energy, like what that energy is transferred onto. So, I mean, I'm not saying that the police are coming with that, but at the same time, I can see how that's possible.
Yeah, like if the police come aggressive,
like they're kids, so kids are more vulnerable to energy and energy transfer in general. Okay. So I don't know.
So to transition the conversation, the young man, like what's his name? Is it Marquell?
Yeah,
Marquell. So the young man Marquell the Facebook post went around. I think his cousin posted about the incident that happened to him, and he was jumped in Little Village, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel sorry. Prayers out to the family. Like the injuries to that young man, they did him bogus. But a lot of people were trying to, I guess, correlate that with Mexican Independence Weekend. Mm-hmm. And Jay, you had an interesting point where and I don't want to get too much on your point, but you just say this is a frequent thing, not just with black people or not the Mexican independence again. So I'm gonna let you speak on that.
Yeah. So, and this is not to like, and I want to be clear on this because anybody that knows me knows that I've been very vocal about calling my people out about their shit. But in this specific incident, I don't necessarily know that this was a race thing. I could be wrong. Like I said, everybody has their own perspective of things. My perspective is this. That neighborhood in general is gang infested. Mm-hmm. That neighborhood in general has issues with anyone coming in that neighborhood that's not from there. My uncles, who could be the same complexion, look the same way as them, can't walk in those neighborhoods without being checked about anything. And so I've had it, my own experiences driving through there with my mother with kids in the back seat and them following us, like trying to see who was in the car, looking at us, throwing up gang signs. So I don't necessarily know if this was a racial thing. I feel like when it comes to that neighborhood, it's like that with whoever comes in that neighborhood. You could be Hispanic and they're going to do the same thing. The other point that I wanted to make is that we look at, now I don't know if this has happened recently, but I do know that in Pilsen has become very diverse over the last few years. Predominantly Mexican neighborhood though. So I feel like if this was a racial thing, wouldn't those same things be happening in Pilsen? I mean, I'm posing a question. Would it be happening there if this was a consistent thing between the two? Now, I'm not saying that this stuff doesn't happen, but I don't know. I'm just looking at it from a point of view of because I know that neighborhood. It's really hard for me to believe that it was just because he was black. I just think that that's just how they are over there.
Well, let's let everybody know what actually happened real quick.
Yeah.
So
me. Yeah. Okay. I thought she was gonna say it. So I guess the young man was going to the store, the gas station. They walked up to him, asked him if he was a GD. He said no repeatedly, and they still proceeded to beat him up. Mm-hmm. So this is where I go back to the whole gang thing. I don't know, in this specific situation, because I feel like if he was just black, why not just beat him up? Like, if it was that. Or is it, so that's what makes me question if it was racially motivated. Was it racially motivated, or was it because they don't like anybody in that neighborhood that's not a part of that neighborhood? And so that's kind of where I'm kind of like going back and forth. And it's not to take away from his experience because he was there, I wasn't. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if there were things said that they didn't necessarily say in the post that they made that made them believe or made them feel like it was a racial thing. So there's that component that we don't know. But I'm just saying, based off of my own experience with that neighborhood, that's what I've seen.
And for me, I think when I first read about it, I didn't even think about it even being like racially, like the reason was because of race. I just thought it was just like some members of a gang and they wanted to fuck with somebody and they did. Yeah. Because sometimes it was 3 a.m. I think I did read that it was 3 a.m. Mm-hmm. So they could have been out there drunk, just wilding. People do all type of stuff when they drunk.
But see, that's why I want to emphasize that they do that, but they don't just do that when they drunk. Like, that's what I'm saying. I've been be earlier in the day and then roll up on, like, they did it to me and my mom. That's why I'm saying, like, I think a lot of what they do is based off of gang shit, because they were throwing up gang signs at us.
But I don't take away the race card either, because I feel like why even ask if he was a GD?
The same way they would go up to a Hispanic and ask them whatever they were. That's
what leads into like the race part of it, because why you ask if I was GD?
I think
why I couldn't be a Latin king?
You ain't Latin.
Right.
How you know that? We black. Our shades.
It's black Latin king.
How you know that?
I went to school with some black Latin kings.
Your black ass is not Latin. I can tell you that right now. I know I'm not Latin.
How do you know
racist.
that? You don't know that.
No, that's racist.
But I think for most of us,
that's racist.
What y'all doing?
I'm confused.
That's racist, Chris. We trying to help you out.
They have a serious conversation.
Funny. But yeah. So I was gonna say, I feel like we all heard stories like just to not be in Little Village in general. Like there's nothing
That
in Little
happened to my daddy before.
You feel me? Like there's nothing in Little Village for me. Like
there's nothing in Little Village for anybody that's not from Little Village.
Yeah, like there's nothing out there
for
for us. Like it's very gang oriented. Like I said, I don't need to be over there. So like if you hear stories, like if you heard like Compton is bad, right? Why would you want to be in Compton if you're not from Compton? You feel me? Like why would you want to be in Little Village?
Where is he from? Little Village?
No.
Where is he from?
I don't know. His family said he was coming home from Indiana because he was.
But they said he just moved back to the city.
Just moved
they
back
never
to the
said
city.
what neighborhood he moved.
But
back
I would
to.
assume that if he's there in
He's
that
walking
neighborhood
around.
at 3 a.m.,
At 3 a.m.,
they
you
live
more than
there.
likely.
So it's
live in that neighborhood.
so when I was coming up, Humble Park was the spot that you couldn't like go to, or you was gonna get that ass with. You know what I'm saying?
I was in Humble Park.
That's what
Humble
I was.
Park a little different.
That was the spot.
So
Little Village is like, I know we had to play them in like basketball. They got it's a school called Little Village. We had to play them in basketball when I was in high school. But it's like it's like that over there.
It's bad over there.
Yeah, it's bad over there.
And
like
I'm
it
sure
don't
it's
matter
worse than when we were in high school.
who
And
you are.
And they don't like black people over there. That's the thing, or they just
They
don't
like
like.
no
They don't,
one.
gang- it's just
like it's a gang
gang-oriented.
neighborhood.
So what? How? Okay, we talk about the situation. How can you? What type of information would you like to, or a statement that you would like to put out there to people, for they won't initially try to make it like a race type thing? Because it seemed like when that post was floating around, the first thing people went into, they was trying to make it into like a race war.
Well, I think you can't necessarily tell a victim how to say whatever their experience is. I think the only thing that I didn't appreciate about the post was the emphasis on Mexican Independence Day, because that had nothing to do with what happened, even if it was a racial thing. And if that was his experience, granted, that's something that needs to be addressed. And I think
if somebody was to say that, how do we know that it had nothing to do with Mexican Independence Day?
Because they what do you mean?
Like, for instance, I've witnessed people just be like, I'm trying to figure out how to say this.
Say it with your chest.
I witnessed people literally like do racist shit. Like, how do we know that these particular group of people didn't kill him, or didn't beat him up because he was black and it was their weekend and they was living. Because I don't, as somebody that is in the community, I don't think that anyone is going around saying, "Oh, it's Mexican Independence Day. Let's beat up this black person." People beat up people all the time for less.
I don't think that's a motive when they wake up.
I've sat on the porch before and seen somebody say, "Go beat his ass." Just because, and dude went to go beat his ass. Like, I've seen worse.
But I think that's a terrible and irresponsible statement, because then that
You think my statement is terrible and irresponsible?
It is, because it generalizes the entire community, and that would.
But you also don't have proof to say that this particular group of people did not.
But why include that? Why include that though? Why include Mexican Independence Day in that? Is my thing.
Because it happened to be that weekend.
But that still is not.
But what I'm saying is there's no proof to say that it was or that it wasn't.
So then why make that statement? Then you just proved my point. Why make that statement?
I think the thing is
getting a little hot.
I'm just saying, if we have no way to prove that, why make that statement?
What both of y'all are saying, because they are kind of separate from each other, but it did happen during that week, right? So like if someone was to get hurt or killed during like Juneteenth, that will be mentioned. Like that it was Juneteenth at a Juneteenth.
It would be mentioned.
It will be mentioned like Black History Month.
Just like Labor Day weekend. There's always this happened during Labor Day weekend.
But but the way that it was put in that caption wasn't, this happened while they were celebrating their Mexican Independence Day.
But were they celebrating their Mexican Independence?
That's the unknown that we
that's what we don't know.
None of us know.
So we can't really rule it out.
We can't rule it out, but I don't think Jill was ruling it out. I think she kind of mentioned how it could have been, like you say, it could have been racially motivated. It could have not been racially motivated. It could have been because it was Mexican, because it was Independence Day. It could have been because it's not. But we don't know that, right? So that's all I got to say. But let's move on to the next topic. What else is going on in the world today? Cody?
wait, hold on though, because I think.
Hold on though. That's Jay. What you gotta say?
Here's the thing. This is not, and I want to be clear on this. This is not meant to divide us. I think that these are hard conversations that we don't have with each other.
Facts.
Yeah, and I don't think it's divisive either. I think you tell me that my statement is irresponsible is some bullshit, but otherwise,
okay, you can have your opinion. I feel otherwise.
That's fine.
But no, I want to be clear though that I don't want this to be a conversation where I think we need to we have to have these conversations, because if we don't, we're never going to get anywhere.
But also, when you look at it on like an investigative standpoint, if the FBI was investigating this, they'll be like, okay, it happened on this weekend. Let's try to see what they were doing during that time. Like, were y'all outside celebrating y'all independence? Did somebody say, hey, who is this dude? Let's try to check him or something. Because for all we know, it could have been something as little as dude probably had sex with one of his girls and he remembered him from back then. Like, we don't know.
Well, it could be a situation what you just said earlier. You could have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. You walking in a little village going to a store.
I wouldn't be walking in a little village.
Not
That's
at 3
all I'm
a.m.
saying.
going to no store.
Well, that's another.
Oh, this happened at 3 a.m.?
3 a.m. going to the store. You was probably going to get some backwoods. Stop smoking.
See, Cody, because I got a funny story to tell you, but it's like, I
don't want to feel sorry for the young man.
It shouldn't have
happened. I feel sorry for the young man. It shouldn't happen. Let me retract my word. I feel sorry for the young man. It shouldn't happen at all. But this is one of them situations where it's like that could have happened to him in any neighborhood at 3 a.m. if he's not from there.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, because that happened. If we gonna be real, that has happened to my family too. So like,
because Noah. It's a funny story Noah told me.
Noah got beat up.
No. Shout out Noah. But like he told me a story of a video shoot. He was just out there on the east side somewhere. And like I think after the shoot wrapped up, they like, all right, bro, where your ride at? And like he like, oh well, it's coming. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just waiting for my ride. Like, all right, tell your ride to hurry up because you're not supposed to be around here. So like it could happen in our neighborhoods too. Like our own community could.
So here,
kind of rule people out. Like you kind of get ruled out.
I had this conversation with somebody, and a point that he made, and I want to present this because this is the exact same thing happened. He said that it's not a race thing. It's that he came up on a lick. That he looks like a lick, and that's why that would have been that. That's why.
I agree with that. At 3 a.m. in the morning.
No, I'm talking about Noah. Like that. If it were the other way around.
But that's what if you at a neighborhood that you not supposed to be in, don't nobody know you, can't nobody vouch for you, nobody ever seen your face before. If you're at one of these neighborhoods at 3 o'clock in the morning, you a lick to somebody. No matter, I'm a lick, and I don't look like a lick. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't from there.
I'm not from there, so somebody that ain't on that type of time may or may not try me. You know what I'm saying? So it be like that. Like, why is you over there at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to get some blunts? It's just.
Well, we don't know if he tried to get some blunts.
We ain't talking about. I thought y'all was saying something. No.
Either way, it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I send my thoughts and prayers out to his family.
And people need to be more aware of where they at.
All right, so let's go to a quick commercial break before we bring in somebody.
Yeah. It's going down. It's going down. Shot town, let's go. Whether it's snow on the ground or super sunny, you know we all on the grind to get some money. We outside the night, no looking bummy. It's a vibe, alright. And what's funny, I'm saying, shot town. Yeah. Throw your hands in the air. Shot town. Yo. Hey Joe, this for the ladies that's cute in 2 sections. Grown and sexy enough for 2-stepping. A few questions, y'all, like who's next then? Knowledge and real. Yeah.
Person, like fuck even a full artist. Like as a person, the music that I was constantly taking in was only a fraction of what the real world was, but it was what people wanted me to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I had a conversation, shout out to an amazing artist and journalist from Chicago named Cody Mack. He was like, yo, I see all the success you're having. I love it. He was like, but I feel like you can pull some of that positivity from hip hop. And I think that we really need you. And I was like, hip hop needs me. I was like, oh shit. I was like, this is what I've been waiting for. That's the Batman signal. And I immediately, like, no cap. But this was all, like you said, it was very much inspired by the trip. And also, like, you know, the music and those different things. But immediately after that, when I came back to Chicago, I was like, yo, and you guys know this, my favorite.
You know, watching it all. And yeah, you know, I try to show love to any outlet, you know, because you got to start somewhere. You start small and then you end up big. You know what I'm saying? Like, end up one of those platforms like College Kid or Academics or, you know, a big platform like the Shade Room. You never know. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's the word? They started off small. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's the word? Started off small and now they, like, in my opinion, they the biggest media outlet when it comes to Chicago, them and College Kid. So yeah, you know, I try to show love to everybody as much as possible. Anything that, you know, they ever need from me in any way I can help.
And we back from commercial break with our very special guest.
Well, you didn't tat it, nigga.
Ain't enough time in the day, brother.
Bro got a tattoo.
There's a first time for everything. He's the first guest that is getting tatted while on the live stream.
We love this.
That is crazy. So
how y'all doing? What's going?
What's going on?
So we were just talking about Mexican Independence Day, and we know we can't talk about, you know what I'm saying. Is Cinco de Mayo, is that the real Mexican?
People don't celebrate Cinco. Mexicans don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, y'all do.
No.
Y'all still be waving y'all flags driving down the street.
Well, you know, Fat Money got a whole series. It's called Cinco de Money that he dropped every Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of the best
I think he
raps.
follow my uncle too. You might know my uncle.
Don't nobody know your uncle.
He do know my uncle.
No, he don't know your uncle.
You might know your uncle. You know her uncle?
Who your uncle?
You don't know by looking at me.
All right, let's get into this interview, man. Let's check in. Y'all start. My man, she talking about her uncle. He over here getting a tattoo.
Man,
who is Tattoo Buddy? Tattoo Buddy, you might as well start talking to. What up, bro?
Man, what up, man? It's your boy Lotis.
Oh, that's Lotis.
yeah, that's Lotis. He from the city.
Hey, Lotis.
Yeah, what up, Bree?
He from Chicago.
Yeah.
He be singing.
I know Lotis.
I ain't know Lotis did tattoos.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Chicago people multifaceted.
Chicago people play too much.
All right, man. So Fat Money. I wanted to check in with you, man. You know, you gotta. It might be some time before we be able to check in with you again. So I definitely want to ride with you about the music that you've been putting out, and then just some of the things that you just got going on in your life over that you had going on in your life over the past year. Since our last conversation that we had. First things first, I want to say that free HBC project that you and Skins did.
That was real good.
That's probably one of the best bodies of work I've heard in years. That still got like some amazing replay value. I was listening to it today. Just it's in rotation still to this day. Like how did y'all come about and make that project? What made y'all be like, yo, we finna do that?
I appreciate it, first of all, bro. But you know, I got a homie. We call him HBC. He doing time. He's got 15 years in the Fed. So I figured I met Skins through him. So
okay.
I figured we could put a tape together and allocate some of those streaming funds to go to him and his books. So that's really how that came about. So he could have, you know, get his tools infused once a month off the streaming. So just looking out for my bro. And end up making some good music with Skins in the process.
Damn, that's dope. I didn't even know that was the whole concept of it. That's dope.
Yeah, that was the whole shit behind it.
Okay.
Sure.
So how long the HBC got left?
He got about 13 years left.
Oh, then they just got him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So now I think that's what that track about. That album EP about like 7 to 9 songs, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's short and sweet for sure.
It's short and sweet. Like,
Yeah.
why y'all tease us like that and give us that little tease? Why y'all ain't, you know what I'm saying, give us another, at least another 5 or make it a whole little 14, 15 song project? 'Cause I feel like it was still something missing on there. I still wanted to hear more.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I be having a lot of conversations with a lot of people, and you know me, like I've been putting out tapes since I was a kid. So I mean, I do notice like a trend, like once you get to like track 16, 17, 18, niggas ain't listen to that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you gotta hurry up and get your point across.
Okay.
7 and 9, you gotta be having your point across. Niggas got short
Yeah.
attention span. Short attention span. Somebody call your phone, you be done playing the tape. Be on the phone for 2 hours. You know, so we just kept it short and sweet.
But we talking about, and I get that, but we talking about two of the best people that put together projects. Like, I don't want to say I guess independently, because it don't seem like y'all be having real major pushes behind y'all. But you and Skins like really put together good projects, and like I would know as a fan, I would have loved to hear more. And but even with the with this last one was Cinco 7 or Cinco 8 you just put out.
Cinco 8 part 1 and 2.
Yeah, that was you went crazy on the track listening with that.
That's my baby though. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't married to nothing but Cinco. That's my baby, bro.
Man,
Like got to.
I thought whatchamacallit was the last dance, and I haven't talked to you since you dropped the last dance, but I thought the last dance was gonna be the last one. Why? What made you keep making more Cincos?
I mean, it's like uh niggas be like they gonna stop selling drugs once they make a certain amount of money, but then you get there and it be like, fuck that. It's the same thing. Fuck that, man. And then I'm gonna get bullied and picked on by all my fans. Like, I know this ain't the last Cinco, nigga. Come on, bro. We waiting. And it's really for them. It ain't for me. So I gotta deliver, bro. I really did think it was gonna be like the last dance. I tried to get away from it because, you know, when I started it, it was like May 4th. I got the tape done. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta come up with a name. So I named it Cinco de Money. But it ended up like, if you notice, I ain't even dropped part 2 on May 5th. Like, it's becoming something else for me. So I'm really trying to kind of get away from the whole series. I'm on like 8. Like, I don't want to have like Cinco de Money 15. Like, I don't see myself doing that. But the Lord kept calling me back, bro.
Well, it's only right to do 10 and leave it at
10.
10.
You think
Yeah,
How
10?
you gonna tell him what he gotta do?
I mean 8 is a
10,
wild
10,
number to
10,
stop at,
10 sounds
8 is
sexy.
not a wild number.
huh? 8 is a wild number to just stop at. Like you got to give us. It
How is that a wild number?
Nah,
is.
10, 10, 10, 10 sound nice. I
Yeah,
like how
Make
that
it a
sound.
finale.
yeah, we need that. We need that.
Cause
Then we get
like
like
10, like it's like 10. 11, like I don't know about all that.
Now 11 is a wild number. I think
11 is
8
crazy.
cool. It's an even number. If you feel like you don't want to stretch yourself too thin, you don't got to.
Yeah.
if,
11 is kind of
like,
crazy.
what? So are you so I don't know if it. Well, I seen you tweeting about it, so I think we could talk about it on the show. Um, you are going to be stepping away for a little minute, correct?
Yep.
All right. So before you leave, can we expect music from you, like
Hell
a new
yeah, bro.
project?
I'm dropping Cinco Part 3 Friday.
Cinco Part 3.
Cinco de Money
Cinco
8
8.
Part
Cinco
3.
8 Part 3 Friday.
Part 3. Friday.
How many
Yeah,
on
that's
there?
that's 10 right there.
Okay, that's
You
10.
see
Cause
how
you
I
got
finessed it though? I had to finesse that thing.
so you done after this. We not finna get no Cinco 9.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get a 9.
Probably when you come to
That's
back.
I'm gonna
like
stop at
15
10 for real, but
Cinco.
I'm gonna stop at 10. But I ain't never did no like deluxe, so I'm like, fuck it, let me drop 2 and 3.
Nah, that's real.
It's like too much music, bro. I got like 10 hard drives over here. Like I wish I could turn the computer around and show you. Like got like 10 hard drives, bro.
So what's like the cohesiveness of all the Cincos? Like what is it about the songs that you put on these particular tapes that you be like, yeah, this gonna fit in this era?
Um, it's this one thing. Like it's like some music shit. So a lot of people probably ain't gonna get it, but it's like some shit called like a 3 count. Like I be rapping in 3 counts. I started it on one, but a lot of people was telling me like, man, you rapping like that's some Mexican type music or some shit. Like you rapping like you know what I'm saying. So I think I kept that in my subconscious while making all the Cincos. So and then certain producers like they get it. They know how they need it to sound. I know how they need it to sound. I know how I need it to sound. Like and we just gel every time. Like it ain't a lot of new producers. Like maybe a few be coming on along, but uh we just gelling, bro. Like it all just makes sense all the time. Like the Cincos is special, bro. Like I really can't explain it, bro. To be honest with you, like it's just when you get that feeling, like, ah, yeah, we got one. And to be honest with you, like, as long as my 20, 30 fans is cool, like I'm cool.
Talk about
That
your
makes
Talking
twenty
about
sense.
thirty.
20, 30,
Yeah, like
please.
20, 30 of them. I'm cool with that. Like I love it, bro. Like just as long as I can like deliver for them, I'm cool.
As a talented MC, as yourself, like you're a very talented MC. Do you feel do you feel now that you're getting the respect you deserve? Like that you've been like people been saying like yo when you back then when you was top money like yo he the best one of the best in the city. Now you've been dropping consistently. You've been out moving around. Like you writing for Kanye on Vultures. You was on Don. You had records on Donna too, right?
Nope, not on Donda. I came
It's just
around during the Donda 2 era.
okay. So you've been working with Ye. Do you feel like now you got that people are giving you the respect you deserve?
Behind closed doors, like a nigga might not say nothing to you, like you be thinking like this nigga don't even know nothing about me. Then they come around and see me with Ye. They see me like next to Ye and be like, "Oh yeah, you that nigga." Like you know how Chicago niggas be, bro. Like
Yeah.
we ain't gonna give your ass no credit until we absolutely run into you. Like you feel me? So I think I've been getting the respect, but it's just in Chicago, nigga ain't gonna show you unless the world get up on it, and then oh y'all niggas late. I been knew about him. Like that's how we come in Chicago. So I
Yeah,
think
that
I
shit
I,
go.
I think the respect level there though for sure. Like anybody
I
can't just get next to Ye like that and just make that nigga send all the other niggas home, all the other writers home. Ain't nobody doing that. And with Dr. Dre, like niggas got to
I
go
just respect
home when I
that.
come in that bitch. Like you feel me? So I think they know, but ain't nobody gonna say nothing to the world say something.
So how was that with Dr. Dre? Because I seen you post multiple pictures with Dre and Dre got you in the studio. So like, how was that and how did that come about?
I got a friend in Cali, like that's his friend, and he ain't never brung Dre like no artist like yo, this is such and such. Like you feel me? I was like the first one, but I got in that motherfucker, bro, and just did what I do. And that nigga like, man, what the fuck? So me and him like, I think me and Dre like the closest. Like it's
Really?
crazy, bro. Like that's my man's, bro. Like went out the country with the nigga, was on a yacht for 2 weeks, just writing shit and just working, bro. And like that shit was a whole nother experience, bro.
So when you started this,
Uh huh.
did you think you'll be kicking it with Dre next to Ye? Was those your expectations when you started rapping?
Nah, I just wanted to be like that nigga on my block, you know. Like it was just a block thing at first. Like I just want to be like up there with them niggas from my city. Like you feel me, from Harvard. Like I want to be up there with them niggas. But then it just turned to some whole other shit. And people fall out of love with music once they don't get like the recognition they deserve. I the one that just kept it going. So got a lot of people behind me. Like, just keep going, bro. You carried the torch. You picked it up and kept going. So
So what was that moment, or did you have a moment where you realized like this bigger than just Harvey?
I think when Bump got out, when Bump got out and we did the what was that? 107.5 joint. Big Jam?
Big
Oh
Jams.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay, it was Big Jam. Like that's what made me realize, like, man, it's bigger than Sibley, like it's bigger than 147. Like this shit is crazy. Like seeing the love he got from the city that day, like, it made me think outside the box a little bit. So I give him credit for that. Like Bump definitely showed me a whole nother side to the city that I wasn't even really interested in.
Is there any other like artists or just people in Chicago that you like feel like are like your big homies that you was like looking up to at some point?
As far as rappers, or
It could be rappers or just like people we might know.
I mean, my brother Merk,
Shout out to
you
Merc.
Shout
know
out to
my
Merk.
my brother Juice from my hood. Like it's a lot of people. It's a lot of big homie type influences. Like even Bump. Like I talk to Bump every day. Like we be on the phone for hours every day. Like he's just keeping my mind sharp. You know what I'm saying? That nigga smart, man. Like so. I mean, it's a lot of them. It's too many to name for real. Like John Monopoly. I fuck with John. Like that's my brother. It's a lot of them. Like you know what I'm saying? I fuck with everybody though, for the most part.
So I wanna dive in more into the relationship you got with Bump because I know Bump just announced that he's supposed to be dropping Dinner Time too. Like Dinner Time was one of my favorite rap projects, and he ain't. I don't think Bump dropped the project since he came home, right?
I don't think so. Well,
Nah,
yeah, he did. I don't feel rehabilitated.
yeah, I got there because that Diesel.
Uh,
That's my shit on that album.
yeah, but
But
he ain't. Yeah, he been dropping like little shit like that. But I think he taking dinner time. This dinner time to him is what Cinco is to me. Except Bump, he big dog. So like, I think he taking it super serious. And then like with the Vulture success, like niggas waiting on that. Like like he finally getting his due diligence. So I think he finna show out. That dinner time
you gonna be
too. That dinner time too crazy.
you got features on it? You featured on it?
That dinner time too crazy, G. You know I'm on that bitch, boy.
I feel like Bump down there been on like at least every one of your projects since he been home, since both of y'all been up.
Man, that be the feature. I push my shit back for bro. Like that's how much I love him, bro. And then he be showing out. Like when he get on them shits with me, he be showing out. Like I like that shit.
Now Bump be going
That's my
crazy.
boy.
Now I'm finna ask you this: like when you just you spoke on the Vulture situation. Like what was some of your favorite moments when it came down to recording Vultures?
Uh, just being around like the Futures and Travis Scotts and the fucking who's. It's like them niggas like that nigga Ye like it's like it's I think he a big influence on a lot of people. So just being close to that and seeing that and like walking in a room like and fucking this before the YSL shit even happened, but Future and Gunna and this bitch like freestyling to a beat that Zaytoven, Turbo, Wheezy, all making together. Like I had to leave out the room and call my producer homies like, hey bro, this shit rigged, bro. These niggas cheating, bro. It's four of them niggas in there. Five multi-platinum people in that bitch at one time working on one record. Like, so it just showed me, like, take your time with this shit. Make sure, like, it sound like what you want it to sound like because this shit crazy, bro. Like, that shit really blew my mind, bro. For real. Then this nigga, like, doing shit like going to shut down Noble, like Noble in Malibu, like, put the studio in Noble in Malibu, bro. And threw a party in that bitch. Like, this the type of shit, like, I'll be like, man. So now it's like niggas be trying to go to the strip club and all this shit. I just be thinking in my head, like, man, bro, this shit bigger than this, bro. So I think it helped me like see a bigger picture than I was looking at, for sure.
Do you think it helped you musically at all? Like, did you start looking at things different or switch some things up or try something new?
Yeah, I switched a lot of shit up. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm really I'm into the sonics of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like sonically, I never even thought about shit like that. I just get a trapped ass beat and fucking rap my ass off on it. But now it's like shit. I be telling producers send the loop. I'll add the drums later. Like, you feel them? Like shit like that. Like, or I like his loops, but I like his drums. I wasn't doing stuff like that at first. I just be like, yo, send me a beat, rap over it. But now it just be like, I don't like your snares, but I like your sound, like your chops. You send me some chops. Had him send me some drums. Had him put the snares and shit in it. Had him do the strings. Like, I'm into that type of shit musically now. So that shit came from Ye, for sure.
It seemed like now just hearing you talk, it seemed like now it's like, and I don't want to say this the wrong way. Y'all know I be fucking up shit.
You do.
Yeah, you
But
be fucking up, bro.
but that's my man's though. I rockin', that's my man. But it's like you used to just rap because you know you was probably the best rapper. It's like I'm gonna rap because I do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Right.
didn't really like. I don't want to say the word take it serious, but it was like, yo, I just rap
Yeah.
when I feel like it. Now it seems like you more entrenched into the art. Like you wanted to be a certain type of way. You studying it. You wanted a certain sound. Like you really indulging in the art. Would that be a correct statement?
Yeah, that's correct, bro. Like that's literally like you nailed it on the head. It's like I always told myself though, like shit, as long as I'm, you know how niggas be like, I don't see myself rapping till I'm 50, but I always tell myself as long as I'm still good and I think I'm still good, like I'll do it. But I ain't got long, I know that much. It's like, man, niggas want to live life out here, bro. It's like I'm a rap, but it's like I'm big on living life, bro, and taking care of my family and like, going through these experiences. So I'm taking it more serious than ever because I can't play with this shit no more. So I'm taking it as serious as I can, bro. Like, and just doing all I can. Me and my small team, we just doing all we can, bro. And I really have fun like writing for niggas now. Like I that should be a challenge. Like I have fun with that shit now. Like that should be fun to me, bro. Like I never wanted to be the type of nigga. I think I told you this before, but I never wanted to be in front of the camera. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? Like I'm super introverted. I'm private. I think. Um, I like going to the mall and going to the park with my son, and ain't nobody like. I love that shit, bro. Like I'm him. Like so. I mean, as long as I can, bro. But I'm definitely taking it serious because I know it ain't gonna be long.
That tattoo look like it hurt.
Man,
But
shit
this is
crazy.
right on. This is like right on brand for Fair Money though. Like he's just a luxury, laid back type of guy. Like for real. Like it's just right on that.
I appreciate that, bro.
Like that's why one of the things I enjoy about his music. Like it ain't you know. Of course, you're gonna have some lines in there you talking about when you going what you gonna do to a motherfucker, but it's more so getting money, fly shit. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? How to chill with your girl. You know what I'm saying? How to boss your girl up, be with your
Mhm.
family. Like real man, it just take you back into the day when it's like, yo, this like on some real fly Chicago shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's
For
crazy.
sure.
It took somebody from Harvey to do that for us. I
Nah,
Okay,
had
for
to
because
feel
I was
sure.
it.
driving down
I'm a,
70.
I'm a, I'm a, I'm a student of the game, though, bro. I'm a student of the game, bro.
Yeah, straight luxury style. So now we talking about Harvey. Now we gotta get into the track, man. What made you come at the mayor, man?
I mean, I was just having fun, bro. It's like I be getting bored with this shit, and it just be like, man, I'm finna redo this shit. Cause the song called "Fuck the Fan," so I'm like, I'm finna do "Fuck the Mayor," bro, and put Tiffany Hayner picture on that bitch. I was just having some fun. No harm, no foul.
She been having some fun too.
And that shit raw. Like I ain't gonna hold
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
She out there blowing the bag on
Okay.
taxpayers' dollars.
you.
But
Straight
no,
up. They like, bro, how the fuck did you pay for this trip? I'm fucking no Tiffany.
Tiffany.
if we read it up. But no, I ain't
So,
even gonna lie. When I first heard the record and thing like that, I actually thought you was like saying y'all had a little fling or something back in the
like
day type
smoking her
shit.
top. Now, I
Yeah.
don't kiss and tell, bro. So if I'm rapping about you, like I ain't touched you. I probably ain't never even seen you, but I don't kiss and tell. I'm a
Did she
player,
ever?
bro.
Nah, that's valid.
Did she hear it? Do you know she heard it?
Yeah, she heard it. I know she heard it.
Did she say so?
Nah, hell no.
Oh.
The nigga who smoking her top, like he like, boy, you snapped on that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. He probably play it every day.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Tiffany.
Shout out to
Shout
Tiffany.
out Tiffany, man. Shout out Tiffany, man. You ain't the first one. You ain't the first one, Tiffany. We had Kellogg.
Okay.
Straight up.
So I was gonna say, another person that love to show you hella love is probably one of the most respected MCs in the game is Pusha T.
Yeah.
So what's your relationship like?
I mean, that he the one who told Ye about me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga, and them niggas don't be feel don't be they don't like feeling like they out the loop and they don't know what's going on. So one day, I think Shake walked in a room with Pusha was getting styled for some show or some shit. And I think Push had uploaded a song or something before on Twitter. So Shake walked in the room and started rapping a verse. And that nigga Pusha was like, man, that's my shit. That's my shit. And Ye was right there. So Ye like, who? What? What? What's going on? He, man, Fat Money out of Chicago. That nigga cold. We'll have to bam. So Ye like, I guess Ye called the motherfucker on the low, like, get him out here. Yeah, get him out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I guess trying to be up one on Push. Like, yeah, I got him out here, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's my brother, bro. I appreciate him, bro. Like, he gonna be on part 3 too.
Okay.
So that's my bro. I love Push, bro. Like he ain't how niggas be. Like I said in Chicago, niggas ain't gonna show you no love, bro, until like the whole fucking Midwest talking about you. But Push like always mentioning me, and I appreciate it because he really ain't have to.
Nah, that's valid.
That's what's up.
So
You got any other features we should know about?
nah, I mean,
You do what you don't want to tell us.
King Diesel hard. That nigga hard. Y'all know about
King.
King Diesel?
I don't. You know about King?
Mm-mm.
He
So,
from
Y'all don't-
Chicago?
Come on,
right.
man. Come on, man.
Y'all,
King
y'all,
King D King Diesel, and he been doing it for a while. Like, but he hard. I
Where he
got him
from?
on that too, though. He hard. He from Inglewood, ain't he?
Oh, he from Chicago.
he from
He
Chicago.
from out west.
No, I'm gonna check him
Nah,
out.
he from out west. He from what? He from Inglewood. Yeah, he from Inglewood, bro.
I'm gonna check him out. King
Man,
Diesel.
I'm gonna look him up
King
now.
Diesel, Deazel, Deazel. He hard, bro.
I'm gonna check
Like he
him
one
out.
of them niggas I fuck with. Like that nigga hard. He tried to take my head off too
What the hell?
on the song.
Why?
On the song.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
on the song.
bro, what? No.
Taking my head off is crazy.
yeah, that's wild. Now I wanted to ask you like how you keep bigging up like the bumps, the pushes, the yays, the Dr. Dre's, like the Mercs, like you talking about people like who your big brothers in this game. Who are some young boys that you got that you see on the come up that you to put your arm around and you embrace them and you want to see them shine? That's out here making it. That's making it happen.
Uh, I like Lil Chucky. Like I liked him. Like I super like him. Like he cold. Like I ain't really put my arm around him. That's I've been on house arrest for a year, bro. So it's like all these kids. Like I be wanting to, show up and show my love and how niggas come to the hood like and all that. But I couldn't really do nothing, bro. And then I was on the run like a year before they caught up with me. So I couldn't really put my arm around a motherfucker necessarily. But I like Lil Chucky. I like Cowboy. Like he doing some shit. He done got out his deal. Like I think he motivated to make another run. Um, I got a little cousin named Rory. He on a few Cincos. Like he nice, bro. Like he super nice. Like I damn near want to. I think me and him gonna do a project. Gonna drop a project soon. But yeah, that's about it, bro.
What's up? Well, I see you make a lot of music with Hollywood.
Right.
Isn't it?
I said right.
She from Cincinnati, too, right?
Hollywood the artist,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, Hollywood the artist.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's my girl, bro. She cold. She on she. I think she on part 3 also, bro.
Okay.
Hollywood, nice. I love Hollywood, man. She
I
just
like
got good
Hollywood
energy.
too.
She got great energy, man. She been
Yeah, she
coming
be.
down here like fucking with me and shit. Staying a few days. We just be getting all type of shit done. But I love Hollywood. I forgot to mention her. My bad, G.
She be on. She be at us because she said we don't ever put her on the watch list.
Yeah, y'all be doing Hollywood wrong, G.
Hollywood, no, it's all love.
It's all love. So we got to.
It's all love.
Put on that watch list, G. Come on, man.
I definitely been paying attention to her a lot more this year. So we just
I
gonna
be
see if
telling
I'm.
her though, she gotta turn up, bro. Period. And not
Mhm.
like it's hard to explain what I mean when I say it's you gotta turn up. Like the motherfuckers be turned, but you gotta turn up, man. Sometimes you just gotta delete that thing off your Instagram, rebrand yourself, like how I did, bro. Like I was Top Money, young, dirty, wild, turned up, pistol toted. I had to reinvent myself. Like I like nice shit now. Like I ain't on that. Like you feel me? So I think everybody due for a reinvention.
I feel that.
Niggas got to turn up, man.
Nah, that's real. That's like what that's 48 laws of power. I think that's like law 25. Like reinvent yourself. You know what I mean?
Super.
Rebrand.
Got to. Can't be married to nothing, bro. Can't be married to
Definitely.
yesterday. Yesterday was yesterday. Tomorrow this shit could change. If you ain't ready to change, you're gonna get left behind. And that's with anything. Music, business, fucking your girl. I don't know, man. Just gotta keep reinventing yourself.
Nah, it's valid. So it not seem like
This
the
shit's
city.
starting to hurt.
It seems like the city is starting to reinvent itself. Just music and media, just the whole culture in Chicago right now. Some people say it's going in a good way. Some people say in a bad way. What do you feel like just the Chicago hip hop culture is like? What's the state of Chicago hip hop culture to you right now?
It's decent. Niggas turn, but it could I just be looking at Detroit like, damn, bro. But this a gangster city though. Like Chicago, a gangster city. So we was bred. This shit was born off gangster shit. So it's like we can't expect it. Like we don't expect everybody to come together and sing "Kumbaya" like that shit out. But it's turned. But it could be better, bro. It could be better, bro. I like it though. It's turned. The young niggas turned. This they shit. Like
Yeah, I think they turned up too.
yeah, we out of that. This they shit. They
They
turned.
did.
Yeah. So as you about to embark on your next journey for a little minute, we said this last time. You said like you want. You said you weren't going back, and your man was focused.
Cap. I was, I was
Straight, you look
capping,
good.
boy. I was just trying to speak it into existence, but like I say, when was this, bro? What year was this, bro? This
That
was
was
like
before the pandemic.
2020.
Two?
No, hell no.
20. It was like
It
21
was
or
COVID,
2000.
bro. It was
Yeah,
COVID.
yeah.
It was
It was down
going
there
to like
before
after
COVID.
COVID.
No, it was
No,
like
it wasn't.
it was
It
like
was after
22. It was
COVID.
like after COVID. It was like
After everything
2021.
opened back up. I remember.
Like 2021.
I had a Jaguar truck, so it was like 2019, 2020, right?
You sure? No, I think it was
I'm gonna
like
look this
21.
shit.
And that was a good interview. You know how many people hit me up about that interview?
Yeah. I thought I was
Yeah.
done for real, bro. Like I ain't been to jail. I don't even know how to do jail no more. Like I don't know how to do that shit no
That was
more. Like
2022.
that was 22.
Yep.
Been like early 22 then. It was cold.
Oh yeah. I thought I was done, bro. Thought I was done, man. But God got a way of humbling us. Like, you know what I'm saying? God got a way of sitting us down, bro. I wasn't doing something right. It's cool. Like, I wasn't doing something right, bro. I spent a lot of money on dumbass shit, like taking care of too many people at the same time. Like, I think I just need to go sit down, bro. Like, I think I need it. Like, I was happy. Like, my mama was asking me, like, how you feeling? I'd be like, man, I'm good. Like, I'm just happy. Like, I get to reinvent myself again. But at the same time, like, I be looking at my kids and I gotta lead them. Like, this shit really cap. And I feel like I don't need it, but like I say, God is the ultimate planner. So I'm gonna ride with it.
That's valid. They said if you ever want to hear God loud, tell him your plan.
Super.
We gonna speak this to existence when you come home this next go round. You ain't going back. We finna get some fire albums. We finna just gonna tour the world. We finna just Fat Money finna turn up, man, because I think we need it, man.
I appreciate that, brother. That's the
Yeah,
move, bro.
that's definitely the move. Any last thing before we get you up out of here? Any last things you want to say to the people? Last little words, anything like that?
Uh, put the guns down, man. Cause 9 out of 10, the, the police. I tell all my homies this: the police gonna play with you for a nigga do.
Mm.
So just put the guns down, man. Goddamn, like Friday I'm dropping part 3. I got some more shit to say. And I'll be home soon, y'all. Like love y'all, man. Y'all keep y'all fucking heads up, keep the pressure on, keep your foot on their neck, you know. And by the time I get home, like it's gonna be glorious.
For sure.
All right, when you come home, we gonna do a sit down.
147god.com for all the updates. This nigga Merc over here trying to give me cue cards and shit.
As he should. Shout out to Merk.
Tell Merc I said what
My
up. That's the
boy
homie,
Merc.
man.
What up, gang? What's happening? What's happening?
That's
Yes,
family,
sir.
Merc. Now, when you get
Go.
home, we gonna do a sit down in person. We all gonna come chop it up with us.
Oh man, let's do it, bro. I'm with it. Let's do it, brother.
All right,
I
brother.
appreciate
All
y'all
right.
for having me too, man.
Appreciate you.
Top money with Fat Money, ladies and gentlemen. That was great. Hands down, one
That
of
was
my
such a polite clap, guys.
hands down one of my favorite rappers
That's
from
classy.
Chicago, and probably one of my favorite rappers to listen to. Period.
Oh, we know. You tell us that a lot. That's good though. I like your taste in music.
You do?
Yeah,
Thank you.
Aw.
I do. I don't say a lot of nice stuff about you, but yeah, I'll give you that.
That's good. I
That
like
was
that.
her one nice thing per month.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
listen
She
to some
shit
real
on her.
niggas. I appreciate that. Cause
Nah,
I started listening to free HBC because of you.
dope project. Dope project. Since we talking about what we listen to, we can close the show now. What everybody been listening to, any new music people been checking out.
Yeah, I've been in my auntie bag. I've been listening to Anita Baker, Sade,
Oh yeah.
Lauren Hill.
You know what? I'm in that. I feel that way
Really?
too. Yeah. Whitney
I've been just playing like
just
DJs on YouTube,
yeah.
and I just like let them.
Yeah, I've been seeing
Light
it. I
some
like that.
incense.
Yeah,
Light some incense.
I buy myself flowers. I cut my
Aromatherapy.
flowers. I'm in a soft life right
Okay.
now.
I love that for you.
Look at y'all. Look at y'all.
What you been listening to?
I've been listening to some rap. I've been listening to Doechii. a lot of.
I love Doechii.
Doechii,
yeah.
she cold. She
Doechii
real cold.
is cold.
I got to see it when she come out here.
We actually brought Doechii here.
Oh really?
A couple years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to see it. I'm gonna go to the show. Doechii, Layla, Most Def daughter.
Oh, her project is really good. I heard her project too.
Really, really good.
Yeah, I did not know she was Most Def daughter.
Yeah, they've been keeping it on like they don't want people to know that much. But
she just said it on like Sway.
But no, like when she was first coming out, she wasn't saying.
Yeah, I think that's when I found out.
Yeah, Sway no.
Yeah, Sway. I think Sway was the one that said it. She was like, "Yeah, that's my dad." But no, she's a force.
Oh yeah, I think probably in the next couple of years she'll be good.
She's a force.
I gotta check it out, y'all. How y'all talking about it?
She she produced her own music.
That's just not my problem.
That's her?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that record. I didn't know that.
That's my stepdaughter. Okay. And she looked like him too. Now that you said it.
She do.
Well, I've been listening to Diddy on last night. Featuring
Why did we not talk about
All right, y'all.
Last night.
We can't wrap this up.
Yeah, we can't wrap this up without
we have to talk about Diddy.
I'm sorry.
Y'all got something to do?
That's your boy, Cody.
You gotta ask Seal. Seal said we could talk about it. We have to talk about it.
I think she said yeah. I've seen she shaking her head, yeah.
She said no.
So Diddy, y'all want to get into Diddy?
Yeah, like
you know
at least 3
Give us
to
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Please.
5 minutes, Cree. All right.
I don't know what she's saying.
She's saying
she going
no,
out.
but it's okay. She'll be all right. What you say all the time? Do it and then ask for forgiveness later.
Yeah.
Okay. You
ask for forgiveness instead
not
of
for permission.
Not for permission. I'm finna get chewed out.
Go ahead.
But Diddy.
The diddler.
Diddy
do it.
He was arrested and charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, and what else?
He drug trafficking. I think drug trafficking.
It's racketeering
and
sex trafficking.
And I think Chris, you were saying that it was they trying to make Combs Enterprises as a criminal enterprise, right? Criminal empire.
Oh yeah, it is.
Combs Enterprises has been listed on all the lawsuits.
So the charges are racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution.
Shit, he was prostituting people too?
That's what
What you think that was?
What you thought the freak off was?
This nigga nasty.
So they said that when they went over what the charges were and why he was indicted, they said that they had y'all seen that how many 1,000 bottles of baby oil,
baby
oil and lube.
1,000
bottles, baby.
Like
you know how that's a lot.
And they said that
somebody said it was just like Costco, like you just buy them in bulk. And
1,000 bottles though.
I mean, he got a lot of money. What's $1,000 of baby oil?
That's crazy. That's like a wow. That's like just wild to see.
Baby
they also
oil don't
said
expire.
that these freak offs were lasting like pretty much days, like 3 days.
3 days.
3 days of freaking.
That's
and that they were leaving with IV drips.
Y'all,
what's IV drips?
The drips that you put in your arm. Yeah, to hydrate you.
Re-energize.
Whoa.
Your man's.
No, hold on. So they was having sex for 3 days with IVs in them?
Not but if they wanted to go re-energize.
When they left, they would give them like I guess like a gift bag. Like here your IV.
Like here you go refuel.
It's not funny because people's lives were really affected by this.
No, he's talking about
but
gift
they
bags.
also, here like to speak to, the vibe, like
crazy.
because it's one thing to say, which I seen Boosie said about like, well, everybody will be in trouble then because they pretty much trying to correlate being flued out to what was happening
That's
over there.
what Boosie was saying.
But here's the thing: there was defaced AR-15s in it. That means there's no serial number. Why are you as powerful? The money that you got, why you got defaced AR-15s in your crib?
You know why?
But I'm saying, like, to that point, don't even make sense what he was saying.
They finna start connecting some dots. So they
got the dots already connected.
No,
they wouldn't even have grabbed them if they wasn't.
No, they need some more. They gonna grab some more. It's gonna be a whole. I'm kind of excited to see.
I think they already have it. It's just about how they're gonna present
They
it to
were
the public.
very when they were going over when the DA was going over everything, they were very, very quiet about it. Like they were not answering really any questions. The questions were very general. He was answering them in a very general way. So that tells me, and I have a question. Do y'all feel like there will be more celebrities that are going to get indicted for what's going on?
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I'm waiting to see the freak offs.
Or what
I don't want to see them tapes.
You want to see the tapes?
No.
I want to see it.
You know, I want to see a layout. I want to see the layout, honestly, because they said they was setting up. They was breaking down.
I don't want to see nobody get harmed, but like I want to see like the nature of what exactly
he had employees. He had actual a staff to set up the freak off.
Yes,
and clean up.
Yes, they gonna get indicted. That's what he did say. Like they gonna get indicted too.
The staff.
Yes.
You was involved.
But I'm gonna be honest with you.
You going
the way the government works, I highly doubt that they're going to really be arrested. His staff, they're going to cooperate, and 9 times out of 10, whatever pieces of the puzzle that they were trying to figure out that maybe are in them tapes of like celebrities or people of like power, if they were there, they got answers, right? Mm-hmm. So
they going to the security guards, like everybody.
So 2 things, right? Before we get out of here, first thing, if you are in that position and you're Puff, do you snitch?
I'm snitching everybody.
If you're Puff, so you're saying that you think, so then you're insinuating that you feel like there's somebody over him that's doing way worse than what he was doing.
Well, like just to get less.
That was going to get to my next thing.
Be.
That was my next thing because this has been it's been an ongoing thing about Diddy and his freaky life and things. It's been
not
an ongoing thing.
Life, but his criminal history as well.
His attitude problems and how he deal with like issues. That's been a long thing in the industry for years.
And a lot of things that he's gotten away with, it's like you can only get away if somebody of a higher power is like, all right, we gonna let you off, but you gotta do this. Like that's just what it's looking like. And I always go back to how he tried to sue was it Lee Daniels for Empire?
Yeah,
because he kept saying this was about this. You making this about
which
my
is
life?
So weird though,
because all they was doing was killing,
but also
and having sex with each other.
But also in that he killed his best friend.
Yes,
Lucius Lyon killed his best friend,
and Lucius killed a lot more people up in there. So why?
Wait, that's what.
He tried to sue Lee Daniels.
Cody over here putting the pieces together. Like, where you been these last few years?
What your sister say? No child left behind.
Also, it's a video that's floating around social media of like Tupac saying that he believes that Diddy set him up at Quad Studios when he got shot the first time.
Oh, that's everybody been
it's resurfaced again. But like I was telling him earlier, I feel like it even makes more sense. Like, he tried to do it the first time. No, but I'm saying like now everything coming together like there's no. I feel like there's no room to speculate no more.
Yeah,
like I don't think Diddy had no real juice at that point in time.
What? What you mean? What you mean?
When Pac when he was coming out with the bad boy shit,
I need y'all to yell at Cody right now.
Somebody,
what you mean he didn't have no juice?
I was just trying to let him finish.
Like, all right, so at that point in time in rap, Puff was really just on the incline. So Bad Boy was like he had Biggie, he had the hottest eyes. When Biggie and Pac was cool, when that shit happened down in New York was like 94, 95ish, right? Mm-hmm. So Puff wasn't Puff yet.
Well, he had influence though.
He had influence, but I don't think he had that much juice to do that, or to be like to pull the trigger on that quick. That's just me.
Well, this is all alleged, but I think what I heard, like this is what I've been hearing from like old people from back in the day, like watching old interviews.
Old people. Hold on.
You don't do that because that's my.
They like 50 years old.
Okay,
they like the people of that generation, right? They was saying Pac got set up, or he owed somebody like some Haitian dude some money.
Yeah, Haitian Jack.
Yeah, he owed Haitian Jack some money, and it was at like the studio that Puffin was at, and like you're not gonna say nothing if that's like your big homie. Like, yeah, the artist you got coming here, they owe me some bread. You're not gonna be like, all right, well, he working with us today. Like, nah, you just gonna let him do what they got to do.
Also, I feel like this, like your point, kind of doesn't. Is invalid because if we're looking at it, we don't know who he had on.
We're gonna work on that.
We're gonna work on that. But okay, to push back, that's the word, right? Pushback.
Provide some pushback. Yes.
To provide some pushback to what you're saying. I I do feel like, we don't know who he had on his payroll either. These streets from the streets that he could have hired to do this. And then I want to go back to the 1999 club incident. That wasn't that many years before. And he got away with that.
And that lady still to this day
and she's saying that he shot her
saw him
in the face.
Shoot her in the face.
Damn, Puff.
I think my heart really just hurt because of his kids.
Absolutely.
Like, I think if anything, I think my heart just really went out to those daughters. Yeah, especially the daughters. Like,
what if his sons was on the freak off?
That's why I said my heart really goes out to the daughters.
Well, one of them was already accused.
I don't know what his sons had, if his sons had anything to do with it, because sometimes you do have to groom. Mm-hmm. Like even with Mafia family,
yeah, you taking over the family business.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll be real surprised if they say that his sons didn't have anything to do with it.
They know about it. They at least
or
know
if they didn't, if they didn't know about it. I will hope that they don't, because I wouldn't want to have to deal with the transgressions of my father.
Yeah, and I think in some cases they kind of are already. Like, people look at, especially Quincy, because Quincy's kind of like not his biological father, and it seemed like he get a lot of like flack for like being around them, or like I see people saying like go back to your daddy, and it's like, and then the thing that kind of like
speaking out on Diddy.
But then the kind of thing that kind of got me is like, what do you do in that situation as a child? Like, you have somebody that raised you, that provided a great life for you. We don't know what behind the scenes, but he provided something for him, right? And he's always like said that about Diddy. And so like, it's a weird space to be in, because on one hand you might have some morals, but on the other hand you love the person that is being accused of all this crazy stuff.
It's like, how do you even deal with that, being so close to somebody like that? Like, if that was one of our family members, like, we loved them to death. Like, they provided a great life for us, and they made sure we was good. But it's like, you've done some horrible things. Mm-hmm. How do we even?
You're not, like I said, of course, you're not responsible for their actions, but I think just how you carry yourself about the situation. I'm not gonna be posted up like, oh yeah, all y'all saying this stuff about my dad or my uncle or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna be trying to defend it. Like, I'm gonna just keep quiet. You just gotta keep quiet. I feel
like you still have to support that person.
You can support, but to what extent?
Because I
showing
also
up
think
to court.
No. On the other hand, on the other side of that is like, and I've seen people talk about it, how they kind of backed up. Obviously, they people that
getting far away,
close to him. Far away from him. So if I'm the child, I'm looking at it like, damn, he helped you. He gave you a platform, whatever, he gave you a job, and y'all not saying nothing.
Yeah, I'm surprised Mary J. Blige ain't said nothing. She bowed out.
Cause what you gonna say?
She got her own.
You see, like, what can you say?
I don't know.
You see
I just know she played Monet Tejada real good.
Like you see the videos and you hearing the stories, you reading documents about all this crazy stuff. What can you like do to defend them? Like, you can't say nothing.
You can't say nothing. Because then you're also risking your business. Like, let's just say all of this stuff comes out later and your name. What if your name gets mentioned in something later on down the line? You can't even your whole business is up in flames at that point.
I just don't want this to. This is about to destroy like a large part of like
hip hop
in our childhood.
For sure.
Like, I can't tell my kids about Diddy. Because in a way, we all looked up to Diddy, regardless of what we've heard over the years. We all looked up to Diddy. Even the younger generation even looked up to Diddy. That whole run he just had with Carisha, so nobody can ever say they didn't. You ain't look up to Diddy.
Not really.
Not at
That's
all.
a different generation, though. You can't even like.
I think, like I said, I'm a little biased. I'm a 50 Cent fan. I looked up to 50 Cent.
I can see that. He crazy too.
He a little crazy.
Didn't
I don't know
that yet.
We don't know that yet, but hey,
we've seen this kind of play out too with so they're talking about the bail. The bail was denied the first time, and now they're going back to, I guess,
today.
Was it that quote that Diddy said, "I want to have no female guests"? Was that true?
That's true.
That is the new proposal that they're giving the judge. So they're actually supposed to make a judgment on it soon. But the new proposal is that he won't have any female guests in his house except for family. And then they'll log every visit, and
what else
the passports will be given up. Apparently, his children's passports, aside from the boys, is all.
Yeah, he gave them all the girls, even the little baby.
Yeah, so all the passwords have been surrendered.
$50 million.
$50 million in cash that he want to give to the state, like from one of his homes, and he giving like $2 million from his mom's home to the state as well,
just to get bond.
Just to get bond,
and
So
no
what's the-
contact with anyone that is listed.
Bro, he should have just gave Cassie that 30.
He did give Cassie the money.
Give her the 30.
No,
he gave
what
her like,
happened was
he gave her like 100.
His ego was like in a way where she asked for it months before like the book and all that the court documents come out, and he played it, and then they forced his hand. His ego got in the way, like y'all ain't finna come out and do this to me.
Or maybe that was a strategy this whole time. Her knowing who he is, and his ego, and all of what you just said. Maybe that was just a strategy to get the bigger. Okay, because from that point on, it was like a spiral down. I feel
like
effect.
They played chicken, and she didn't.
I don't even think it was her. I think it was.
Oh, it was them lawyers.
I think she played chicken.
They played like she was a pawn.
She played chicken, and he played his ego, and he should have gave. This is me speaking. Well, first of all, I think if he's guilty of all this shit, hey, like I said, chickens are coming home to roost. Like this is what you.
Chickens do what?
Chickens are coming home to roost.
The roosters are coming home to roost. No, is it?
Michael X. It's a quote that Malcolm X said.
I heard the quote, but I'm saying it
says
chickens are coming home to roost.
It's chickens are coming home to roost. So I feel like this is like posed to happen. I don't know. He said this about John F. Kennedy when John F. Kennedy got killed.
Roost.
This is what got him kicked out the Nation of Islam. We'll put on bad terms with the Nation of Islam. This ain't why he got kicked him out. But yes, like I feel like what's done in the dark gonna come to the light. Like this is all his karma, right? But I think that if I'm Puff, I think he tweaked in this situation by when Shorty and them came to you with a number and they just wanted the number and they wouldn't even, none of this shit would have been public. I think he should have paid that. But he let his ego get in the way. And then that's when literally he backtracked after the shit came back. He tried to pay her after that. So, I mean, powerful men got egos. They do a lot of wild shit. And this the type of shit that happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? You do this type of shit, you got to read what you saw. I just feel sorry for, like I say, all the victims and people that's got, like, this is public records.
Even people that are on payroll that have nothing to do with this. Like,
this is going to be public records. Like, I'm going to have
they're out of jobs.
I can read that this happened to me, or I was there when this. My kids is gonna be able to read that, so that's crazy. So
I got one last question for y'all. Are y'all canceling his music?
No.
I just told y'all listening last night.
I don't listen to him enough to be like, yeah, let me make sure I don't ever listen to it again.
Thank you.
But I mean, if can't stop, won't stop, come on, I might.
I'm not gonna hold you. I like I Need a Girl. I like the I Need a Girls.
This is what I was saying.
At this point, yesterday. Like, why are we canceling people's music?
We can't cancel people's music. We need to do away with the narrative of canceling their music. Like, when we find out that they do weird stuff.
Because they're terrible people.
Because y'all don't cancel y'all don't cancel y'all uncles and y'all cousins when they do nasty shit. Some people, daddies, did some of that shit. Y'all don't cancel them.
Your aunties be stealing from you.
Your boyfriend is a known killer. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't cancel him. Your cousin be out here drilling. Y'all don't cancel him.
Tyrese said when we was just talking to him.
Like all your guys be out here selling drugs, fucking up communities.
Even the preachers ain't the best preachers.
Oh, y'all don't cancel them.
I feel like we should cancel the preachers, but you know.
If that's the case, it's like what's that verse? Whoever is without sin cast the first stone. Like we all done shit. It's probably not as bad as others, but you all done something. And if you was in that predicament, you wouldn't want nobody to cancel you. Like you wouldn't want nobody to just throw you away.
I think in certain situations, if you a bad person,
I would hope that people stop like fucking with you.
I mean,
music I understand. Like separating the person,
separating it.
The artist from the,
Like I said, I was saying this yesterday. Diddy don't got enough music for us to be like, oh, nah, I'm missing out.
You're an asshole.
you just wanted to get that on the stream,
You just had to get that
out on the stream. Ain't nobody missing nothing without Diddy.
We still love Revolt. Even though
he sold Revolt, not put Revolt in Diddy.
He sold Revolt, but
he created that.
People know about Revolt because of Diddy.
I mean,
actual.
Oh, he bought it. He didn't create it though, right?
No,
he created it from the ground up.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like we're not gonna cancel Revolt because we know Revolt is like a substantial need in the black community. They did right. Mm-hmm. They did what was needed to do.
He just did wrong in his personal life, and that's really what it come down to.
Hey, well, I'm clean over here. What's the word? I ain't did shit. I don't even like people.
I don't like people either.
For real. I ain't dated nobody in a minute, so you ain't got to worry about me.
Don't get on here lying. Next thing you know, somebody coming out.
Right. Freak off.
Okay.
Freak off is crazy.
Freak off, McKee.
Well, we did have some times in the Capitol House, but I won't say it was a freak off.
Don't say that. Please don't say that. Please do not say that.
What
did he say?
It was
don't say that.
We had some fun times. But shout out to, you know what I'm saying, thoughts and prayers to everybody involved. This was a great show. Shout out to Fat Money for coming in. Shout out to the West Comedy Fest. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets for the West Comedy Fest right now. Scan this QR code that Cree is about to put on the screen. Scan it right now. If you watched all day, you would have probably started winning work and you got something for free, but we're not going to show it now. But you can buy it now. Shout out to everybody on set. You know what I'm saying? Jay, Cree, Tavi, Chris, other Chris, Dora, Leah, her, me. We out.
I'm finna quit. This is gonna be my last